What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy in the building, man. Your boy with the most. Your host with the most. Let me make sure I get you straight. Your boy Dub Q is in the building, man. Look at here. Welcome to the Black Cat Panther podcast, man. It's all in full effect. Y'all already see what time it is, man. It's time to get on to it. The Carolina Panthers. Are we being slept on? Are we being overlooked? Is it underrated season for the Panthers? I got a feeling that no matter what we do, or no matter how strong we have built this team, that we are being overlooked and we're being pricely cheaped, pricely put out there. Our tag is a lot higher than what we are worth. And I'm tired of the damn disrespect amongst the media that they're giving to the Panthers, man. Every chance they get, they are around here digging a trench for the Carolina Panthers, and they are disrespecting us every chance that they get. So without further ado, your boy Dub Q is in here. Make sure you come on in, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, wipe your feet off on the mat. It's time to talk about it, and we're going to get into it today as we do. You know, we damn good at doing this thing over here. So we're gonna get into it if we don't do nothing else. But before I get started, man, I'm going to open up the chat to anybody that want to pull up on your boy. You know, let's get it. The link is in the chat. I'm already starting on off. Let us understand where we're sitting at as Panther fans right now. We are sitting in a place where we just revamped this entire defense, where we just revamped this entire offense. We solidified the offensive line. And now we have a wide receiving room that is fully stacked. It is packed, loaded, and ready to go. And if it was a shotgun, we would be a double barrel shotgun ready to lock, load, and shoot. But with that being said, do we got the right bullets that's ready to load up in the gun? I mean, that's what we're talking about here in Panther Land, man. This is why I think we're so underrated. I think everybody is really not giving us the chance that we deserve because we were down so low. We were down so low. And now it's seeming to be, they still think of us as the Panthers that didn't have a Hayden Hurst. They're still thinking of us as the Panthers that didn't have Miles Sanders. They're still thinking of us as a team that don't have a Bryce Young. They disrespecting us, brother. Wiley, what's going on?
Ain't nothing to it, bro. We ready to get this, huh? Hey, you know what? This is what they always treat us. We've been treated like this since 95. This ain't that.
Talk to her, Wiley.
Hey, I was looking at some old Panther stuff all day long, man, getting all hyped up. I started at 95 and I looked all the way through. 95, 96 season, disrespected. Went to playoffs, smacked some ass. When we go to 2003, totally disrespected. All the way through what the media said, how they here? This doesn't make any sense. 2015, same story. How they 15-1? I don't understand how these guys are 15. Every week we won, they still told us that we weren't supposed to be there. So ain't nothing new, Doc. Same old, same old. Let's get
it. So Wiley, we gotta understand. Were we down was this roster that bad to the point where we can build this roster and still be looked at as, okay, they don't take us serious. They don't signify the fact that now we got to see, they're still treating us like we don't even have a quarterback still. You do realize that they're looking at us like that still. You do know that.
Yeah, I saw that, but you know, let's look at it like this. Let's look at the defense first. Quarterback, that's a rookie. We can say, okay, it's a rookie, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, they can say that, and we'll say he has to prove himself. But defensively, this don't make no sense. Look at Denver, and I keep doing this. Look at Denver's roster. Look at our roster. Mm-hmm. Our roster was better than Denver's roster. And they were number 5 defense, correct? Mm-hmm. Last year. Mm-hmm. So if we got their coach, one of their best players that played in the middle, and we upgraded all our positions on defense, how we rank number 20? Moving.
And you know what the crazy part is in the rankings, they got AR-15 higher than Bryce Young in the rankings. I'm like, well, I'll be damned.
Hey,
Now,
man.
isn't that a bite in the ass to all the Panther fans to say that this boy gonna be a 3-year project? Remember I told y'all that motherfucker is not gonna be no 3-year project?
No, not the way they play football these days. They're going to design the offense around him. The question is going to be is how quickly can he hit the running back or the tight end across the middle. The deep ball ain't a problem for him. And you know, it seems to be across the middle and passing to the running back is his issue. Running the ball himself ain't the issue. So I think they're trying to do what they did with Jalen, but the problem is Jalen was a way better quarterback in general than AR. Now AR has gifts that nobody has. That's the truth. So
the boy can run like a cheetah.
yes, he can. He Cam wish he had those gifts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, let's be real. If Shane Steichen decided that he could take the challenge of getting a guy like AR-15 at 6'5" and 200 or something odd pounds, and take this guy and say, okay, fuck what you heard, fuck what everybody talking about. That's my guy right there because he's going to give me the best chance to win. And if I design an entire offense catered specifically to him, why in the blue fuck the Panthers said nah? First of all, not even the Panthers. Panther fans turn an ignorant eye to even the potential of even bringing in a guy like that. Why did he even do that though, Wiley?
Well, I think it's one of those things where, me personally, I wouldn't have wanted him to be here for this reason. He'd always had that Cam thing over him. As soon as he didn't do something, we all be looking at Cam. That's unfair to him. That's very unfair. So I wish him all the best, and all I want is our quarterback be top 10. If he's top 10, he don't have to be number one because I want a number one defense and a top 10 quarterback, and we can win. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm old school, but what you think?
So shout out to MDJ. Now this is a test of what we're talking about right here. He said it's not just AR, it's CJ too. They put CJ and AR above Bryce Young. He said funny now they got those guys ahead of him when Bryce was sold as the most ready. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but you know what though? I'm gonna tell you the truth, and people gonna be mad at me all they want. CJ gonna be what CJ gonna be, a bum.
Oh shit! Oh Wally,
Watch,
that did it now.
watch when we play him. Watch when we play him. People gonna be sitting there going, "Oh, it's somebody else's fault." No, it's him.
Oh my god, y'all
Hey,
were.
hey, you notice how you say that about AR?
Yeah. I noticed that.
I keep the same energy. I've been keeping the same energy through this whole process. Some people been flipping. I've been keeping the same energy.
You know what though? You know what, Wiley? It's like we supposed to have the better guy out of the three, but then you got the experts who said that CJ wasn't a better passer. CJ wasn't a better processor than Bryce. Bryce was the best processor out of all of these guys, the most ready. He called his own plays. But then they go out and they do a damn power ranking and put them ahead. Now, where did they do this at, man? The AR-15, where they said the experts, the same motherfuckers that put him ahead of Bryce Young, is now that said that he was a 3-year project, potentially a 2-year project, which I said I didn't see that in that nigga, man. The dude was too physically gifted to be a fucking 2-3-year project. I told y'all niggas this shit, man. But people spewed me down this show for fucking 4 to 5 months consistently and tell me I was crazy. So I just let it chill. I let it go.
Man, we've been through this. We've been through it with Cam, remember? Gavin, watch what he do. Watch what Gavin does. What happened?
They owe your ass, Wiley, in the chat.
What happened? I ain't worried about them. I ain't worried about them for this reason. Remember, we were supposed to pick Cam. People keep their memories are short. They were supposed to be, hey, those other quarterbacks, and Cam couldn't play. And then Cam became Cam, and we all overlook everything. We act like that those things never happened. But they can be mad at me. Watch when CJ can't process. Then they're gonna be sitting there making excuses. Get your tissue out. It's gonna be on, and we play them too, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We damn
So
sure do. We play one of
we
them.
play both of them.
So I just find that intriguing. Now that we're being seen as we're underrated, it seems to be that whatever they did, they put the Panthers to the back, even with the overall pick. How the fuck do they do that? Like I said, Bryce is supposed to be the best the college quarterback that came out this year in the draft, and now all of a sudden they got him as the third best in the power rankings over the quarterbacks that's potentially going to start this year out of the rookies. They got him rated number 3.
Hey man, it is. I ain't worried about those ratings. And those guys were talking crap. They was rating us, and they were talking about players that ain't even on that team. I've been on our team for 3 years, so I don't listen no more. Ever since I came to YouTube, I stopped listening to them because I started realizing none of those guys are local, so they don't know what our team looks like, plays like. Matter of fact, they don't even scout our team. So how can they be telling us what we can or can't be?
Yeah, you're right. But Wally, you know what? The one thing I want to tell you is 2 letters. It's 2 words. It's 2 words right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Preston Williams.
I saw that cut. You joking? I saw it when I saw that cut. I said, "He coming for me. He coming for me." Q couldn't wait. Look at him. Look at it. Can't help yourself. Can't help yourself. You know the worst thing though? You know what they did though? They brought back Michael Jordan. I was like,
no, you know what though? I told you a week ago. You kept, Preston Williams. I think he's gonna be here. I said, I don't know, Wiley. You better get your ducks lined in a row because your boy might not make it. He said, I think they're gonna keep him. I said, all right, cool. All right.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you look at all the other players, he's the only one to play the way he plays. So they wasn't looking for that. They was looking for a guy that played more like. If you look at the players they kept, it's more like the guys for San Fran and the Rams type of receivers. So, hey, I ain't mad at them. And then they picked up other receivers that I haven't looked at them yet, but they know where they want to go, so I trust them.
You trust them after they cut your boy?
Hey man, if that's not their cup of tea, it's not their cup of tea.
Well, we got a lot of topics to cover today. We're going to cover, first of all, the Panthers being named, the most slept on team to me by the media. They underrate us so bad, but David Tepper is playing a large role into all this as well. I want to get your thoughts on, is David Tepper stirring the pot too much when it comes to some of the issues that's going on in Pantherland right now? Like,
yeah, it's all about him.
How much has he stirred the pot to you?
Well, I think he's made it about him instead of about the team. And unfortunately, you know what? Maybe that's a good thing because that means the light is dimmer on Bryce. That means he gives the opportunity to develop without a lot of pressure. So if the owner want to do that and our quarterback is better off because of it, so be it. But I don't want no Jerry Jones here.
And that's what I'm afraid that we have because, you go back and you listen to all the stuff that's been going on and transpiring since David Tepper. He's taken over the team, 4 years now? It's been 4 years?
Yeah, it's been 4.
4 years. We haven't had one fucking winning season since he's been here. 4 years.
Yeah, but you could put that on the owner was getting ready to sell the team and they didn't do anything, remember? For 2 years. For 2 years prior to him coming.
Yeah.
They kind of like they was not adding to the roster. If you were on the roster, you was on the roster. And that was about it. They didn't really draft well. It's like they knew they were gonna sell, so I don't get it. But he made a horrible mistake by taking that guy he took as our coach. I won't call his name. So yeah. Rest in peace, Jim Brown. Yeah, that's a legend. That was a legend.
Yeah, man. In there, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of the guys that's playing the game right now wouldn't be in the position that they in if you didn't have a Jim Brown or Bo Jackson. Some of those guys on ahead of trailblazing and making it where they played in an era when it wasn't popular to be, our skin color and doing stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
shout out, and may he live on, may his legend live on. Shout out to the great Jim Brown. Look, Cleveland has lost an angel yesterday.
Yeah, they did. He both in football and out of football was a legend. See, a lot of young people don't understand his acting career, what he had. They don't understand his activism that he had. He was definitely the guy of the late 60s, early 70s through the 80s. He helped a lot of people in football, even though he had his demons in his personal life. So,
well, he paved the way for guys like O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson came right by him, and I remember O.J. was huge. Like, I don't think people understand how huge O.J. Simpson. Well, a guy like Jim Brown paved the way for him because O.J. could run that ball, but O.J. was a star. He was doing like TV shows, movies, in the heat of the night. This cat was doing cameo appearances everywhere, and
yeah,
it took guy being able to open the door for him to do that, and he ran with the baton. I
yeah,
mean,
you're right. You're right. Cause
what?
go ahead.
Oh no, my bad.
Now I was thinking about the 70s. Jim Brown and them all had all those black exploitations shows and movies, right? But
Mhm.
what he did allowed the way for OJ to be on regular movies and regular TV shows. First, you had to get an opportunity to see that show that you were able to do it, and once they did it, that gave OJ and his clean image an opportunity to do it on major films and major TV shows.
Think about it, man. When you list some of the best, and I'm gonna start this new thing. It's gonna be very periodically. You're gonna start seeing pre-records for it, and I'm gonna do lives for this weekly. But I'm gonna start a new series, and it's gonna be called the Legend Series, and we're gonna break down this thing from position to position, quarterbacks, running backs, linebackers, you name it, all time. We're gonna do a whole series on nothing but legends, man. Here on Black Cat Panther Podcast. I
Already.
love talking football, bro. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yeah.
top five running backs to me, like back in the day, and this is just my all-time top five, and I'm gonna give it to you. You know, I like guys like Sweetness, Walter Payton, O.J. Simpson,
Oh yeah.
Barry. You get to the Emmitt Smiths of the world, and then you look around and you see a guy. LT was one of those guys I had to put up there too, man, because what LT meant.
Huh.
LT franchise, bro.
Yeah, but you missed one.
Oh, who I miss? Who I miss?
Come on now, Mister St. Louis himself, Marshall
Come,
Faulk.
I wasn't gonna do Marshall like that. Come on, bro.
What?
Was a man, bro. But I always discredit Marshall Faulk just a little bit because he had the greatest show on turf around here, man. Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt, along with you know who at quarterback, not
Mm-hmm.
Hurt Bert, but Kurt.
Warner, baby.
Yeah. I mean, he had a lot to work with over there that some people in certain instances didn't have. So I always put him at the back of the line. Like if they were handing out superpowers at running back, he was so gifted, but I always put him at the back of the line, man, because those other guys didn't. Like Barry Sanders, you name me one guy that had less to work, that had more circumstances against him than Barry Sanders.
None of them.
Nobody.
None of them.
He retired at 30.
Yeah, but you know what? Emmett would not be having that. He would have never caught Barry as rushing. He would have never caught Barry. Barry was leaving everybody in the dust. And Barry was on a level that nobody was on. Even back then, people keep forgetting, so we can go back to running backs there. So let's see if the ones you named, let's see one fill some in that you missed. I would go with so Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis, the Bronco.
It was short, but it was powerful.
I didn't
But
name
then,
him longevity because he didn't do it for a long period of time.
but he's a Hall of Famer though.
He is a Hall of Famer.
Because
But
of that, yeah.
He had that, and he had a couple of years where he was the man, but That 2000 is what got him in. That's what got him in, really.
Yeah, it was. But then you had like I would go with Eddie George.
Well, you know about Eddie George over there in Tennessee. What you know
Come
about
on
that?
now, come on, Eddie George. But I think we're doing some this just. So remember that guy was in Tennessee also that played
Chris Johnson?
Chris Johnson. Yeah, well, Chris Johnson was a beast. I'm talking about the 70s. What was that running?
Back when they been.
Yeah, they were the Oilers. He out of Texas. Can't remember right now, but I'll look it up. But he's an outstanding. He's a Hall of Famer also.
My boy said Deacon.
Deacon Jones. Deacon Jones was a DN, I think he was. DN or D tackle. I'm trying to remember what Deacon Jones was. That's a doggone late 50s, early 60s. Deacon Jones. He was with the Rams. Earl Campbell. There it is. Earl Campbell. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤. Yeah, 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤 was a beast too. 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤. Oh yeah.
Wally, what it sound like these fans in the chat sound like they know a little something about that running back game, Wally.
There it is. They hit that. Yeah. Hey, man. I'm not old enough to see 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤, but I remember a lot of good running backs along the way. But the 80s, I feel the 80s, Eric Dickerson.
ED? Yes, sir.
Ooh, that boy was lightning.
My man said Jerome Bennis. Look, Bennis used to run that ball now.
Yeah, he did.
Bennis used to run that ball. He was a big dude, man. And he finally scratched the 10,000-yard mark as he went to retire. He should have been hit that a while ago in his career, but the way they used him in Pittsburgh, I think that especially towards the end, they were taking the carries out of his hands a little more.
Yeah, they did, because remember they had three backs at some point. Big boys.
2 years they were running a three-back system with Jerome Bennis.
And they had one there was a smaller guy, number 32, I think it was.
I can't remember them on my head.
Because I stopped being a Pittsburgh fan by then. I was a Panther fan by then when Bennis was there.
Shout out to Sideburn21, man. Let me tell you something, bro. Sideburn, Walter Payton to me was one of the most untouchable backs, because this cat, when he got running, number 34 would come through, hit that hole, and he was a blur. But it was his shiftiness. I remember watching him as a kid, and I was like, damn, who that? This cat was nasty with it, bruh. And I remember watching his funeral on live TV. He was like one of the few players that got like a live funeral that was at the stadium. And I remember when he passed, I was like, damn, this was crazy back in the day, because they nationally televised everything.
Oh, yeah. Walter was the reason why, between him and the refrigerator and that defense, why the Bears won that Super Bowl. But you could not stop him. You could stop that dude. Sweetness.
Man, look, man, it's just like having one of those moments where you just sit down and you just think back to the past and how the running back game used to be, man. The game was centered around running backs. They would get a strong fullback, and they would power that ball on up. Like, we had a legend at running back position too. Now, make no mistake about it, we had Stephen Davis that ran for $2,000.
Yeah, Stephen Davis, the reason why we got the Super Bowl that year.
Yes, sir. Y'all must have forgotten how bad the Panthers was. Now that we had a bad man, bro.
Yeah, we had a couple. We had a couple of him. Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson went for like 1,500. But see, flat. We got to go Jonathan Stewart and my man Williams. Those are the best to me. Now everybody gonna talk McCaffrey. That's fine. But McCaffrey just didn't have enough good seasons.
We talking about McCaffrey after he went and talked shit the other day.
McCaffrey didn't really talk on some. I have respect for McCaffrey because he said he didn't want to leave. He was really mad that that they got rid of him. But that big back they talking about for KC, that was Christian Okoye. Barry Sanders beat him in the rushing title. The rookie. No. Barry let him win. Barry took the cleats off on the sideline and let the big man win the rushing title. Yeah, man. Barry was a bad boy.
Look at here. Every Saturday is we're gonna pay respect and homage to the guys that came before. And we're gonna talk a little bit of Panthers on Saturdays, but it's gonna be mostly Legend Day here on Black Cat Panther Podcast, where we reminisce and we talk about all the good times that we saw throughout the years, man. And hopefully we use this as an educating moment, because we know a lot of the fans here are in the 20s, in the 25s, 26s. They don't really know about the era that came before us, before Cam Newton. They don't know about the era of the guys when Dion was playing. They don't remember Ed. They don't remember Revis Island. They don't remember, those guys from the 90s. Andre Reed. They don't remember Rod. They don't remember them fellas, man.
They can't remember because they weren't around. But you're right. They have no idea how good the guys were then. There's no slight to the guys now. It's just those guys were doing two-a-days. They were doing two-a-days. And two-a-days were brutal. And they do two-a-days, and they played in a time where you still was in the 90s. If you went across the middle, safeties could take your head off.
Yes, sir. You might as well go insurance together if they go foil your fucking arm across your chest.
Yes. They could spear you and it was still legal. They could put their helmet directly in the middle of your chest. Yeah.
Hey, that's one of the things. People don't remember Big Mike All-Star for Tampa Bay. Man, much as I hated Tampa Bay, that big shoulder brick toting.
Yeah.
Thought with them big pads.
Yeah, he was about like, remember that tight end? Fullback they had for Dallas, Johnston.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were winning all the championship. They had Johnston. They had Emmett.
Man, shout out to my guy C, man. He said Barry Sanders is his guy. Man, like I said, growing up, man, I can tell you right now, my favorite quarterback, and this is I'm gonna just lay it out to you guys. My favorite quarterback of all time is John Elway. I adored the man at the quarterback position. My favorite running back of all time, make no mistake about it, Barry fucking Sanders. Wide receiver, Jerry Rice is the best to ever suit that motherfucker up. I know they say Randy Moss, if he ever had a quarterback, well, that nigga Jerry Rice had a quarterback, and he showed y'all niggas how it was done.
He had two of them. He had two of them.
Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Now, that's why you always try to take away from Jerry, because they say, well, you go from Steve Young to Montana. Come on, bro. Don't do that, man. Come on.
Yeah, but you remember now, the 49ers also had, what was his name? The other receiver that was with him.
I can't remember the cat. Oh, it's going to hit me sooner or later.
John Taylor. Dude, John Taylor was the number one receiver. People don't realize that. That's why Jerry Rice's first few years was getting all those yards, because the defense was scared of John Taylor. Taylor, if you play Madden, the first Madden, John Taylor was the man. He was taking the head off. But the difference was that John Taylor was an outside guy, whereas whether Jerry Rice could go in the slot or in the outside. Yeah. And those guys were crucial.
But they say Priest Holmes. I remember him from the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Priest was nice.
Yeah, he was. Yes. But the problem is, at that time, LT was the man.
And then he kept getting injured. Priest went to injury back to back, which led Kansas City to really move on from him. And because I think he got hurt like 3-4 years in a row. Priest Holmes just really came out of the league. What was that? About maybe, it don't feel like it, but it was like maybe 7-8 years ago. Maybe
Nah, it was
7,
more
8.
than that. Nah, it was more than that.
It felt like it was like, okay, damn.
We
Patrick,
old, bro.
feel like yesterday, Wiley.
Yeah.
That's almost close to 20 years.
Yeah. I think he's talking about who was it? C Diddy. I think he's talking about Taylor out of Jacksonville.
Talking about Fred Taylor?
Yep, Fred Taylor, baby. Fred Taylor was a beast.
Show the pivot, bro. I do.
Fred Taylor was a beast.
They don't remember Fred Taylor in Jacksonville when he came through. Fred Taylor was a hard-running cat, boy. Boy, he was Jacksonville for a good 5-6 years. He was that all they had. Him and and then when he left, Maurice Jones-Drew took over.
Yeah, he was. And Drew was good for a good 7 years.
Yeah.
It was a bowling ball. It was a bowling ball for a good 7 years.
When Drew fucked up his career, because when he started, wasn't he the one start beating women ass?
Nah, that was the other cat. That wasn't Drew. Because Drew wouldn't be on TV now. You talking about the guy that was at Baltimore?
Ray Rice. Okay.
Yep. There you go. They were out around the same time.
Jones-Drew did something crazy that got him off of Jacksonville, though.
Yeah, he went to Raiders. He went to the Raiders. But yeah, now the guy that was the most feared though, I think was Bo Jackson. I think it was Bo Jackson. Yeah.
Boy, Bo Jackson was the first cat to play multiple sports. He did it before John did it, man. This cat was electric, boy. Because Bo Jackson played baseball, didn't he?
Yeah, he played just as good at baseball. Well, I don't know about that, but his baseball was really good. But his football, boy. Okay, Bosworth. People don't remember Bosworth. He broke Bosworth. He went up the middle, and he hit Brian Bosworth so hard, he became an actor. He was done with football.
I love it. Put him in a coffin. Yes, sir.
Hey, he was done with football. He became an actor.
Hey, you ever got hit so hard you just say, fuck it. I'm done.
He couldn't stop nobody else. Everybody could run up the middle.
Remind me, who was that guy that quit a couple of years ago in the middle of the game in halftime? He was a cornerback. Was it Revis? No. It was another cornerback. He quit in the middle of the damn game. Or was he? I think he was a cornerback.
I don't know that one.
And they punished his ass. Everybody was on his ass, man. How bad it was, because he was getting cooked in the first half. AJ Green was cooking his ass.
He just tapped out.
I couldn't remember who it was, but AJ Green went to work on his ass.
AJ Green, when he was in his bag, he was in his bag. Before he got hurt.
That's right. Vontae Davis from the Bills. He punished his ass, man.
He quit. He made him quit. That's horrible. How somebody gonna make you quit, man?
My God. That shit was so funny. That motherfucker went at halftime. They get ready to go back out there. He take his pads off. They say, hey, you coming? Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good. God. See, that ain't right. But at least he didn't get run over.
Oh.
Look it up next time you're on YouTube. Look up that Bosworth tackle. Tried to tackle Bo Jackson. You'll see something he took his whole heart away. I was like, Lord have mercy.
He got a Panther player that got his ass, had his whole heart taken away by King Henry. I know you remember that one.
Oh, with Josh.
Arm like hell. Come
here.
But
Josh came back the next season when he was playing with San Fran and made himself look good again. But you're right. But that dude is huge, man. That dude was 6'4", about 250.
What he fucked up at is instead of going low, he went high. That's what they tell you not to do. Don't go high.
Can't do that. Well, that big dude, low, high, don't matter. You better have 3 of you.
Hey, you need more people, but
Exactly.
I don't believe you.
Golly. Yeah, that's a bad play. That Josh play looks horrible. Every time I see it, I'll be like, stop doing Josh like that. Stop doing him like that.
That man go buy a damn coffee shop.
Hey, he was like,
Express
I'm a barista.
is serving espressos now instead of serving quarterbacks. He was serving espressos.
Hey, boy.
All I got to say, man, is when it comes to the past, I love myself some football. We had a discussion the other day, and I was out with some fellas. They were talking, and they brought up cornerbacks, and they brought up this dude disrespected the great Deion Sanders in front of me, and I almost passed out.
What did he say?
Darryl Green was a better cornerback overall than Deion Sanders. Here we go.
No.
Darryl ass.
Darryl Green was good. He was really good. Now, I would say this, and you may probably be mad at me.
Uh-oh.
Rod Woodson, when he was younger, and Deion and them first came out together, Rod Woodson was better. Before Rod Woodson got hurt, remember that? Yeah. Deion wouldn't tackle nobody.
Yeah. Right. Rod Woodson. Now, used to trip me out. I used to get him and Charles Woodson mixed up all the time.
Oh yeah.
One was in the Raiders, and I would get them boys the whole time. I'd be like, y'all don't remember Woodson? Woodson over there.
Rob was a beast, though. He was a tone setter in Pittsburgh.
But you got to remember him when he got to the Raiders. He had done slow down a little bit, and he had who was the other guy? How many 𝐤𝐸𝐷? Who was over there with him?
Oh, you talking about when he was there? Yeah, that dude. He didn't play that long though. He had like 1 or 2 good years, and he was a guy that was he was dating a actress.
Yeah, Kerry Washington. Lord,
there you go. See, I know I wasn't going crazy yet. I was like, hold on a second. Yeah, because he had like 2 good years, and then all of a sudden he disappeared.
He had his rookie year, then he did like 2 or 3 consistent years with the Raiders. And where he fucked up was when he left the Raiders and signed a contract with Philly. Remember they had deemed Philly like the Legion of Boom. They was calling those boys like the Avengers back then. And Philly had a bunch of good players, man.
You talking about when they got Vince Young?
Philly had,
yeah. It was Vince Young. Yeah. That's what they would call them the Avengers. They had everybody on that thing.
They had Mike.
Do nothing.
Vince Young was the backup, right?
Yeah, but they didn't do nothing.
The dream team is what they been calling them boys. Yes, sir.
They ain't do nothing though. They were dreaming. They were dreaming for the sideline.
I remember that because they had who was it? Westbrook at running back. Dawkins back there. They had Asante Samuels. They had some dogs on that team. Nominee _𝐸𝐸𝐷. Come on, man.
Yeah. They were set. They just didn't do nothing.
And then they came out and flopped. Them boys barely made. I don't even think they made the playoffs.
I don't think so. They broke them up the next year.
Yeah. It was a one and done. And then Nominee _𝐸𝐸𝐷 say he was autistic all of a sudden. I don't.
Yep.
Happened there.
That's why I remember him. I was like, that dude.
I don't know what happened, bro. The nigga just got exposed. You got right. You got that right, Jay Young. He got exposed.
Yes, he did.
So he had to blame it on a deficiency. I'm a little slow. That's all.
Slow. All right. You in the NFL? Come on, man.
Oh God, my man say Asante Samuels talk about that on I Am Athlete about the exact moment in time. You got to check it out. I definitely will. I stopped watching I Am Athlete after the whole breakup of the show because Marshall is just not my cup of tea. I really like Fred T.
The pivot.
Yeah, the pivot is way better, man. Channing and them boys are they brought the experience because when I first started watching I Am Athlete, it was Fred T. Channing, what's the wide receiver? Reggie Wayne, and then Brandon Marshall, and those four had a great chemistry along with Chef Nancy.
Yeah,
And
even when they brought old boy in, what's his
Ocho,
name? Yeah, Ocho. It was
yeah,
still good.
still good because Reggie Wayne got busy, so Ocho slid in and took his spot.
Yep.
And then, okay, y'all got something here. But then they split, and they split apparently over ownership of the show and finance. Because Brandon Marshall went on another podcast about 6 months ago and broke it down. He said that basically he invested close to $10 million in the show, and he just told them boys to show up, and nobody had like legal documentation to anything. And
Mm-mm.
overnight, it just blew up. And you look around, Brandon Marshall done invest everything into the show, and these niggas here, they're like, okay, well, we think it should go this way. It ended up going to the NASCAR direction, which changed the entire show. And you got to be on the same page with stuff like that, man, because it's very important.
Yeah, that's
Very.
true. And the thing about it is they show you do your documents up front. Do your documents up front and get that right, and then you have to worry about all that.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Jay Young, that on the Tyreek Hill channel, because that's the one I saw. Because they kept telling him, nah, be real. Tell us what really happened. We want to know what.
Exactly. They want that messy.
Yeah, man. Tyreek Hill has a great podcast too, by the way, man. So make sure y'all check that out. I'm telling you right now, this is one of those things, man. We gotta get back. We gotta get back to the nitty gritty. We gotta get back to what we got going on. I started the show off. I always tell you, Saturday is Legend Day over here, but as well as Panthers Day as well. Where we hit topics towards the Panthers, where we talk about anything from Tepper, anything from Bryce Young, anything from the national narrative of us being underrated. We brush on all that. But I'm going to tell you, man, I really and I seriously think that we got a lot of work to do this season because I think that we were so down. This offense was so bad, Wiley, that I think that even with the additions that we brought in, we just scratching the surface to become sea level again. We were below sea level.
Yeah, I think we'll have with the ingenuity of the coaches. I think we'll have if we're lucky, top 12. If we're lucky, and that's the best we can get. We get top 12 and a top 5 defense, brother. We cooking with Crisco.
Mm-hmm.
We cooking
But
with
see,
Crisco.
think about it, man. We had Ian Thomas, we had Tommy Tremble at tight end. Both of those guys were underwhelming. At wide receiver, we basically had this DJ Moore last year because Terrence Marshall didn't play for the first 6-7 games, right?
Yeah, he didn't get a chance.
Laviska barely touched the field, but 2 games really. And when he did touch the field, he had 2 touchdowns immediately, right?
Yeah.
But Shi Smith dropped a lot of passes last year.
Oh,
so
he dropped major balls. It was ridiculous.
In areas that we should have been, like right now, how they building up the team, this should have been done years ago. And the problem is you look at the quarterback position. We had Sam Darnold, we had PJ Walker, and we had Baker Mayfield. 3 guys that on opposite teams to me are not starters. 3 guys that are definite second and third string backups. If you look at where they at. And we trotted out there and said, okay, we can win with these guys. And now you wonder why we struggled so much offensively to even get first downs last year. We couldn't even get first downs, bro. If we wasn't running the ball, we damn sure couldn't pass.
Now, because I think they didn't have – it was simple stuff like, for example, motion. How you not have any motion in your offense? So you can see what the defense is actually doing. So you can see if the play that you call is actually going to work or not. You're just going to throw it across the middle. You didn't do any motion to see if they're going to tell you if they're going to cover the middle or not. And what you do, you call the play. They gave you no indication of what they were going to do. And next thing you know, they covered the middle. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it, man.
We ran probably the most predictable offense of all time last year because they were calling out our plays. You remember, I can't remember what game. I think it was the Giants game. The boys were calling out our plays before we even did it. On the defense, they've been out.
Yeah, well, it's not like they had a whole bunch of Luke Kuechlys out there.
No, and that's the worst part. When you got average guys that can say, "Oh shit, they doing this right here," and then they get getting beat,
Exactly.
that's a bad thing, bro.
I
I,
was doing it. I was doing it from Germany. I was sitting here saying to myself, "This is bad. I can call the play. It's bad."
I, hey, when speaking on facts, you have to take your feelings out of it so you can see what they're saying about the Panthers fans. You can't take your feelings out of it. They just feel like we talking shit. No, we not talking shit. I'm being real with y'all. And J issue, I'm gonna put this comment back up here because that is damn sure a fact. Um, like I said, I don't want to. Before I praise the Panthers, I'm going to give you, the good as well with the bad, and that's why I think a lot of people tune in because I give you the real along with what's going on. You got to understand in order to get to a certain place, you got to know where you come from, and we are now in a better place. I think it's a competent offense that can go out there and be middle of the pack right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's depend upon what we get from the quarterback, which I believe that Bryce Young is going to give us great quarterback play this year, and he's going to really push himself into the ranks of the NFL. Right now, he's ranked 20th. I think by the end of the year, he'll be top 15. That's just me personally because I believe in the ability that he has as a quarterback. I believe in the coaching staff that we have here to take him and make lemons out of lemonade.
Oh yeah.
Like what you, Wally?
I think that he has the opportunity and the skill set to be at least top 15. That's going up 5 slots, right? If he's a
Mm-hmm.
top 15 quarterback and we have an outstanding running game, that can get us to top. That can give us a top 12 offense. He don't have to carry the team. What he needs to be though is not turn the ball over and be able to sustain drives by mixing up the short and immediate pass, the short and the immediate pass with the deep ball and the toss. Do the old fashioned toss play on running downs, and then mix it up because defenses. First of all, this is going to be the first year they're going to see him, so that's an advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing is going to be advantage is our defense is going to be the only one in our conference that plays at 3-4. So that's going to also throw the other teams' offensives off because they used us playing a 4-3. So we have an opportunity to give him more time with the ball than he normally wouldn't have if we had the same defense and the team knew how to set up for it. So we can get off running this year to set our offense and defense up for success. We just have to do it the right way. And I trust that what we set up is for that. It's for the long term.
I believe it is, man. And this is the one thing when I look at this team as a whole, I have to say that with the horrible coaching that we got last year around the entire spectrum, not just head coach, offensive coordinator, our defensive coordinator was horrible. The 3-3-5 scheme was horrible. The only thing we had working for us was our offensive line coach and our special teams coach. Those guys, as you see, they retained them. They realized that they had gems in those guys, and they were really the only ones that really showed up and was giving us something worth something last year. Now, with
Yep.
that being said, you get guys in the door. We had to rebuild an entire culture. I don't think people realize how important it was. Once you have an infection the way we had, I'm going to call this guy like an infection. He was that bad to the point
Yes.
you have to build this team back up to be able to compete. And my man right here saying it right here. He said the previous coaching staff was a joke. And I mean, no, that's not a joke. We dead serious.
Yeah.
And I
They didn't
and
deserve
why
it.
mad at us for saying stuff like that?
Nah, I don't understand. I don't understand how anybody called that competent over the last those 3 years with nothing competent regarding coaching, especially on offense or defense. Now, Snow would do something every now and then, but that's he had the athletes to do things. So that you know what they picked some good players here and there, but
Mm-hmm.
other than that, I don't see what they've done other than take a culture that was a good culture and infect it with a I don't know what they infected it with. It was horrible. I didn't want to watch the games.
You had niggas sitting there who was, first of all, you had niggas sitting there with headphones on, ignoring the coach while he talked. Come on, bro. How you gonna reach the players and your job is to motivate them and they not even listening? Why
You're
they do
right. You're right. But hey, man, I don't know where this guy learned to coach at and who was his mentors, but I know they were mad at him. So they're putting their reputation online. Remember you talk about Tom Copeland?
Yeah.
Hey, he's my mentor. I know he probably saw that. It was like, that is not how I coach. That is not how I coach.
But T. Coughlin, I would have said, don't associate my name with yours. Hell no. We had. Yeah. But you know what the crazy thing is, Wiley? They talk about Tom Coughlin. They said he was a hard-nosed guy. He wanted things one way. And if you didn't, conform to what he want, that he didn't fuck with you. He didn't want you.
Well, maybe that's what he also happened with him. Once you didn't listen to him, he just kind of, you're on the team. I can't cut you, but I ain't got to deal with you.
Teddy Bridgewater didn't listen to him. What he did, he got his ass right up out the door.
There it is.
What he said, he got all the young guys he got all the older guys and the veteran presence out of the locker room so he could take it over.
Yes, which is sad.
Mm-hmm.
How if you're the coach, why do you need to do that? Why do you need to take all that leadership that can help you out of the locker room when you should be using those guys to spread your message? But they saw that the guy was a joke. So
yeah. I think them boys could sniff it. As soon as Luke Kuechly saw that, he said, "Yeah, you know what? I'm battling concussions, and whether or not if I can continue to play, I'm not gonna continue to play for this motherfucker. I tell you that. I'm not even gonna even question that shit with this nigga. Now, if we would have went out and got a Frank Wright from the get-go, or it would have been completely different. I think he would have probably tried to wear a band around his neck and probably try to, figure something out because he was 28 when he retired, bro.
Mm-hmm.
28.
Bad boy.
Yeah.
I was sitting there looking at Luke Kuechly, and I was like, man. I started looking at the time that everybody he was playing against or playing in the same position. Yeah, it wasn't even close, bro.
Yeah, man. So we talked about that last week, man. When we did our legend show last week, we talked about the potentials of Luke and what he did in that 7-8 year span and how well he looked, and he whooped up on people. I'm gonna be real with you.
What's that?
Wiley, we got us a potential diamond in the rough, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this shit right now. He on our defense, and I don't think y'all boys even notice it.
Who is that? Luvu?
I think DJ Johnson is gonna be that guy.
That's hold on now. Don't be going out like me. Preston Williams. Don't be going out like me, Q. Don't be going out like me.
I'm willing to bet if we start this nigga. Now, notice if I said if we starting him, he has to start week 1. But if we start this guy, I guarantee you he will have double-digit sacks for the entire year. I'm willing to guarantee you that.
Okay. We're going to see.
And if we can get him in his first year to come on and get double-digit sacks as a week 1 starter, as a rookie that we traded up to get.
That's a crowd room, though.
I don't think it's that bad, bro, because this boy got one thing that you can't coach. He got tenacity. He got heart. He got grit, determination. I watched this motherfucker for how many weeks get out there and punish them bitches at Oregon. He is an angry cat, but I'm going to tell you something. They didn't know how to really scheme him into positioning for him to get some of those sacks. They didn't send him on stunts like that. Like I said, his number 1 move was the bull rush. And if he didn't beat people with the bull rush, he did not get to the sack. You know what I'm saying? But he was back there with the quarterback hurries.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Well,
if he pop his game, Wiley, we might have something.
Well, we can say that about a lot of guys, but one thing he does have is he has something a lot of guys don't have, which is that power game. We don't have that right now in any other defensive end. Excuse me, outside linebacker, because that's really what the position they're playing. They're playing outside linebacker. So if he could be Lamar Latham, and I said this last week, you got to check out. Hey, you see what Lamar did?
Yeah. Lamar Latham was a dog, man.
I mean, he could be Lamar Latham, baby.
Yeah. One of Wiley guys already working at Walmart, Preston Williams.
Oh, see, there you go. If he could be, see, there you go. If he could be Lamar Latham, when Lamar Latham was playing his second year on the Panthers, 96 season, he had 13 sacks. And Kevin Green had 14 and a half. Watch this. Our four linebackers, 3 of them were all pro first team. Come on now.
Since maybe the 2003 Super Bowl, we ain't see them days. 3 backers being all pro.
Yeah, 3 of the 4.
Yeah, not
first
even
team though. First
accomplished. It start way at Q. DJ Johnson is going to potentially be. I think they're going to use him as an outside linebacker in this position because they from what I understand, they were coaching him up. They're going to keep Brian Burns on one opposite outside linebacker side, and they're going to put him on the opposite. Because from what I hear, now your boy Evero said this. He went to the podium, and they asked him questions about the pass rush, and they were asking questions about defensive ends on the team who could step up. He said, well, we have Mr. Burns, and then we got some other
everybody
guys.
Else.
Basically, everybody else. Nobody else has really solidified themselves. And that's why he was hinting to the reason they went out and got DJ Johnson, because he fit their scheme and what he wanted them to do. And they were saying that this guy's going to be tenacious enough to get the quarterback. So, number one, they saying that they want his job to come in and just stop the run. They want this guy to be out there on the outside because he got the speed, he got the tenacity. If he put this shit together, you gonna fuck around and have a potential defensive of the year rookie candidate, or defensive rookie of the year candidate potentially in DJ Johnson. I'm gonna put that out there now.
That's you put some tall stuff out there. You might be like me, Walmart.
Okay, here I got it right when I said we were gonna draft him, right?
Yeah, you're the only one.
Only person that said that. I made videos on a lot of the players that I thought that the Panthers should take. And when they actually took one of the motherfuckers that I did a video on, I said, oh my God. Now, full circle, because you got to understand right now in drafting him, he's already better than 𝐦𝐤𝐬. He's already better than Bono.
I don't know about that.
He's physically better. Think about it. What's the problem with Bono right now?
Nothing now. Because he's going to be playing outside linebacker.
No, sir. The problem with Bono is he was fast, but he was too light in the ass. And that's the number one problem with Amari Bono.
Yeah, but he's 6'4", almost 6'5", about 240, 250.
He
almost the same.
Bono ain't no.
I'm gonna look it up right now, Q. He's about the same size as Burns.
Amari Bono probably 235. They say he that nigga little, man. Cause look right here, 6'5", 245 pounds.
See, look at that. And what's Burns' numbers?
Let me see what Burns is. See, but you remember the first couple of years, Burns struggled until he bulked up this last year. It took him a while. But Burns was able to contribute immediately, so that's what made you ease it eased the pain of him being smaller. Burns 250, 6'5", 250. So they're essentially the same size, 5 pounds different.
Yeah, it says Barno is 6'6", 245. But they're about the same size. And playing outside linebacker instead of playing 4-3 defensive end, you can deal with that size. And I think that and he runs a 4-3. So come on, bro.
I told you already.
No, he don't run a 4-3. I think he run a 4-6. No, he run pretty
No,
fast.
he's a
Barno,
4. That nigga fast as hell.
he run like a 4-3, right?
Yeah, he running shit receivers running, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you think about it, him an outside linebacker that big, he can cover tight ends.
Yeah, I don't believe that on Wiley. I gotta see it to believe it, man, with Barno, because he was picked by old dumbass. And
Yeah, okay.
the pick that he has right now for me is under the microscope. And I'm being real. I'm pretty sure he's under the coach's microscope too, because they're looking at him like, okay, Brandon Smith under the microscope, Amari Barno under the microscope, Rivion Roy under the
Everybody
microscope.
under the microscope.
No, but these niggas especially, YGM is under the motherfucking microscope, Wiley.
Yes, but everybody is.
Oh, okay. So
the only ones I really think they're good is going to be Burns, Brown on top of defense, and probably Chin. Everybody in Louisville. Everybody else, your ass is you subject.
His Haynes is more comfortable than YGM and Barno and all those guys.
Yeah, because Haynes can play out. He's 6'3", 235. He can play outside linebacker. He happy. Like, I get to play outside linebacker.
But what I'm trying to say is Barno has to show us technique, and he doesn't have that. I mean, he can have all the fucking speed you want. You blow right by motherfuckers all day because you too light. You out of position. That's one of the problems that people used to have with Brian Burns. He used to blow his way out of plays because he did not understand technique and how to leverage himself into getting to the quarterback.
That I agree
now,
with.
Barno, he does the same shit, man.
Well, I'm not going to put myself out there and be on Walmart again with Barno. So you can try to keep trying to do that to me. I ain't doing that, Q. I see what you're doing. You try to scoop me out there going, look at it. Go ahead, Wiley. Say it. Say it, Wiley. I ain't saying it, Q. I ain't falling for it.
Man, Vietnam said YGM getting cut this year. They're going to be serving him papers.
Yes, they're going to be.
Singing in the background when they give it to him.
I don't know what's going on with YGM. He has the skill set, but it's like he got to NFL and it was like, okay, I don't want to play no more. College, let me tell you, dominant.
Let me tell you something, bro. Some players who just he was brought up in an environment where he wasn't taught to fight for everything that he had. He was brought up in a where everything was given to him. Mm-hmm. And so when you don't have to go out and get it yourself, or when you don't have to go out there and hustle for every meal that you got to get, when you're looking around and your refrigerator full, you're looking around, you staying in a big house, you're looking around, you spoon fed is what we call it.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to push and say, okay, I want to make sure my children's children don't have to worry about it. You know, it's a difference. It's a damn difference when you look around and when you say, fuck what people saying, I got to make sure I set my family up for generations. Mm-hmm. There's some you want to do that shit. That shit right there is different to a motherfucker that gets up out the bed and he just say, well, I'm going to eat Chobani today and I'm going to have a banana and I'm.
You ain't right. You ain't something wrong with you, Q. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. Come on now. You ain't right. Something wrong with you.
How the fuck I go and do a yoga? Come on, man.
Come on. God. Man.
I got none because he's just not hungry enough. Like Deion Sanders said that saying, he want to question whether you got a stable environment at the house. That's how much of a dog he wants.
Yeah,
I want
he
you
wants
to
to, on defense unstable environment, guys.
exactly. I want you to be a terrorist. I want you to be Al-Qaeda coming
But
around
watch
that
it.
fucking corner.
Say, watch it. So you're gonna use that part of Dion, but you ain't gonna use the other part of Dion. You know, also Dion said about quarterback. He wanted his quarterback coming out of 2-family home.
Here we
Did
go.
I? CJ? What?
Here,
Hey, what?
here we go with this right. You have to sit down. Now, I'm telling you, you gotta understand. And this is the thing. YGM, if you're looking for him to be a world changer, he just ain't it. You're gonna be here year after year,
ain't gonna
day waiting on this motherfucker to get a clue. It's just not there.
Yeah.
I see Wolf in the chat.
Wolf in the chat. Wolf in the chat. Okay. But hey, there he is.
So you gotta understand. Oh, we coming for y'all ass week 1. I hope you do know that.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I ain't gonna get on the dirty bird right now. We're gonna stay on YGM ass.
All right, let's do this.
Why is it that we keep getting players that's so spoon-fed? YGM has the intangibles to be a monster. He did it at Penn State. But let me ask you a question. Is the NIL ruining some of these players, man?
He wasn't even NIL. He wasn't yeah, it wasn't maybe he got 1 year of it, but I think it's gonna be bad for the players because it take the edge off. You need to have a want to be great. Some of these guys, they just don't have that want to. And Deion's right. If you have somebody that if they don't make it, their life is over kind of thing, those guys are willing to fight. But if you have a guy that if I don't make it, my mama and my daddy come from a good situation, and you're on defense.
J shit right here. Q. He said they here just to play football, bro. They're not here to make the Hall of Fame. So you got to understand it. Shannon Sharp and them crew, they were a different breed because they look like Shannon Sharp said he looked over at his grandma and see her roof leaking. And when it rained, that shit bothered him. It would bother him to see the fucking roof leaking, knowing that he got to get his grandmama out of that situation. We don't got enough fucking dogs to realize YGM ain't got it in him to say, I want to change somebody's lifestyle. He don't got it in him.
Now you're right. He that ain't in him. And you can't make him be that either. That guy is I don't know, man. We picked up some guys that didn't want to be there. And it's you can see it's like it's about 4 of those guys. It's like I don't know what I don't think it's the young people because I know a whole bunch of young people that got the fight in them. But these guys just don't have it in them.
They don't. At the end of the day, when I wake up and I look at my family right now as it stands, I have a wife and a child. And that right there fuels me more than anything to get my black ass up out of this bed every fucking morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I know exactly what you're saying.
They getting the cream of the crop right now, but I'll be damned if they do without. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they ain't gonna do without. Trust me, bro. And when I was down in Somalia or wherever, my whole deal was I'm here for my family. I'm here to make sure that their life in the future will be a whole lot better than mine ever was. And a lot of guys, they don't have that fight.
Yeah. Shout out to Agent 704. Q, you is black, Q. I'm
oh man.
I don't understand how niggas would wake up with no fucking motivation in the and YGM, what the fuck are you doing? I don't get it. Go. Hey. What's happening, Go?
YGM was a mistake from the gate. Understand what I'm saying? YGM was a mistake from the gate, from the previous regime. Just like I told y'all, and I think
You're breaking up,
we
Go.
talked about this before, Wiley.
There it
We
is
said
coming back. Go ahead.
when they kick that ball off, when they kick that
It is
ball,
what it is.
that's it. And all these motherfuckers, right? Brian Burns. So you hear your boy, you hear Emerald say Mr. Burns. Brian Burns, Derek Brown, J.C. Horn, Jeremy Chin, depending on how they use them this year. Those are the cats that's safe on that defense. Frankie Louvu, of course. The rest of these motherfuckers come from the previous regime and about 3 other motherfuckers from the other regime. They getting ready to be cycled out in the next 3 years, y'all. In the next 3 years, this team will look totally different.
Yes.
We're going to a 3-4. We don't even have 3-4 personnel right now. You understand what I'm saying? Everett is scrapping this thing up for a 3-4. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be linebackers up and down the field. Right? You took YGM and you moved it to a linebacker. There's no way that boy gonna be able to play linebacker, like outside linebacker like that. You need motherfucker Frankie Louvu, perfect. Prototypical outside linebacker in a 3-4. Perfect. Speed, power, everything. That ain't YGM. YGM is a 4-3 defensive end.
Yeah.
But he can't fucking play it because he's a bum.
Yeah.
Pretty. Yeah. Unadulterated. Garbage truck juice. You see him every now and again, then the motherfucker disappear. 2 goddamn sacks, and he played all year long. All year.
You got 2 sacks.
Raggedy ass sacks. Where else was the nigga at? Out of position, on his back.
God,
getting blown the fuck out.
God. Hey, whoa, pause.
6'5", 260 some odd goddamn pounds. You know what I'm saying? Getting kicked the fuck out every time. Kick the fuck out.
That's true.
Oh Lord.
Worthless. Worthless.
Wow. Well, I can't say nothing against that. Can't say nothing against that.
He right though. God damn it, he right.
Yeah.
It make no about it. He ain't bullshit, not one piece of it. That's why I tell you, these niggas just raising up on this fucking yoga and Chobani, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Fucker, that's what I raise up on. Ain't no damn sense.
Well, they need some more mint tea. I don't know what it is. Once
we cycle it, see, I keep telling everybody think, oh, we sit here in this week schedule. Bryce Young. It's gonna be 3 years, y'all. If that little fucker make it 3 years, it will be 3 years before we are a viable team. Going to a 3-4, new scheme, little quarterback. We gotta implement these offensive linemen to start blocking how we need them to block for him. To pass block almost like they run blocking to create lanes so he can throw in. Y'all gonna see when this shit starts. Exactly what I'm trying to tell you right now. Y'all gonna see it. And I'm not that nigga to tell you I told you so, but when you go on Go Talk on Tuesdays and Wednesdays,
all right,
when we doing our thing, I'm gonna sit the fuck back. They did this. I'm gonna say, they did. They did. Right. What happened? But I'm not that nigga.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? I'm not that nigga. Go. I can be, but I'm not that nigga. So I would not let it. Wolf, what the fuck you doing around here, boy? What's going on?
Oh, baby.
I can't even
I
hear
just
you.
looked at my screen. I see you pull up. Fix your audio.
Oh, this shit
Mine?
is crazy. What?
Oh, baby.
No, there you go. There you go.
You good, man? Come on, Wolf.
What's up, bro?
What's
Living.
up? What's up? Listen, I ain't even got no energy, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of energy, right? I'm gonna give you a little bit of energy today. I ain't worried about the schedule. Just like nobody should be worried about the schedule because the team ain't even got the 53-man roster yet. It ain't even 53 people on the team yet.
That's true.
It ain't 53 people. Let me tell you something. It's not 53 people on the team yet. So I don't know what happened. I'm not sure. I don't know the availability. I don't know what the XFL doing. I don't know what the CFL doing. I'm not sure what the Rock and them people is doing over there with their teams. I'm not sure what's going on. But I'm pretty sure that the Carolina Panthers organization, just like all 31 other organizations, is doing their due diligence to put people in the seats and to sell tickets. That's what I do know. Other than that, everybody enjoy your summer.
Oh, there you go. See, there you go. So what's gonna happen then, Wolf? What that's supposed to mean? What that's supposed to mean?
I'm just saying, everybody enjoy the summer, right?
Nah, hell no. Hey, you and Q got to stop this today. I'm not that. No, I ain't going for it.
Oh, hell, here we go.
Listen, look, everybody enjoy the summer because summertime is real important. You got barbecue.
Now we have philosopher. Now we have philosopher.
You got all types of stuff. You got all types of stuff happening in the summer, man. I mean, the summer is very important for a family.
Oh shit!
Oh, there you go. See, what? So
I'm just saying, is it a fair? I'm just asking a question. I don't need to ruffle any feathers. Is a summertime not important for a family? Is it not important?
You're speaking in a lot of riddles. You're speaking in a lot of riddles. You got to get to the point.
You got to watch it, man.
You got to get to the point.
You got to dumb it for feet.
I see what he's doing.
Listen, you got to get to the point.
He's trying to slip with Mickey.
Look. What I'm saying, what I'm saying is this, right? I get it, right? Like, I'm enjoying my summer. I'm enjoying the summer. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I'm enjoying the summer because sometimes I get Falcon drunk. It's too much information about the Falcons that I need to digest.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So I enjoy watching a Carolina summer better than I do an Atlanta summer.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
We've been watching Atlanta summer too. I've been watching that Atlanta summer too. Yeah.
You supposed to.
I see how y'all gonna line up the run and play heavy defense and let Ritter just all he gonna do is exist between this. Take what the defense gives him. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna deke and dunk and you know what I'm saying? Run the offense through. That's how he gonna do. And that's what y'all gonna see how this boy looks this year, and then might go back into the draft if things don't work out. I see you. That's just like Tampa Bay. What I tell him yesterday. What I said on Friday Free Fall last night. Y'all can believe that Caleb Williams, Drake May, or one of them boys will be in Tampa Bay next year. You see what I'm saying? All them dogs up there in the AFC, you get ready to start having them young boys get ready to be in the NFC. Because the AFC is full now. Everybody gonna be in the NFC.
Of course, but again, it's important for a family to have a great summer. It's important to have a great summer.
Now. You stop this. Come on, Wolf. See, there you go. See, there you go.
See,
Let me take my drink.
he want to
Okay.
get our mind off of it. He want to get
Let
our
me take my
mind
drink.
off of it.
What
We
flip the
locked in.
Mickey on me, man? What the hell going on right?
Okay. So I'm gonna change the subject just real fast. I think that our schedule is completely ass. I think our schedule is completely ass. I think it's atrocious. I don't think that there's any really like so you need to beat Minnesota to beat Jacksonville. You need to beat those teams.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is literally like you have like about 4 weeks where the games are just completely trash. They're just trash.
Mm-hmm.
And if they go 7-10, again, if they go 7-10, what I ask all the Falcon content creators, the big ones, the small ones, and everything, who do you blame it on then if we have the softest schedule in the NFL and we go 7-10? Because mind you, the Philadelphia Bulldogs is what they call them now. They had the softest schedule last year, and they had the softest schedule the year before that.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened with that schedule? Because remember, when Jalen made the playoffs the first year, there was 7-9. They went to Tampa Bay, got their asses whooped. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
Then the year after that, they play nobody because Cooper Rush put up 30 points on them. And all of a sudden they crown them NFC champions and all that other stuff again. So a schedule, I want to see, I would love to see more AFC heavy teams because that's who you want to compete with if you're in the NFC. If you're in the NFC and you have a soft schedule, you are a pretender if you get to the playoffs because you haven't played anybody.
Okay.
You haven't played anybody. So
that makes sense.
I don't like the schedule. I don't like the schedule. I don't like the schedule at all. I haven't looked at your guys' schedule yet, but I don't like our schedule because you have about 5 weeks there where the games are completely ass. They're just, I think you got Washington, Chicago, the Texans, Washington Texans, and then there's another team, guys, which is at the end of the year, which makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And we don't even have I don't even think we have a national. I know we have a Monday night. I don't think we have a Thursday or a Sunday night. So
we have,
again, the disrespect is.
I'm going to that game. Then we got a Thursday night against. Shit, who we got? Then we got if it's not I don't think it's the Falcons this year. We got another Thursday night game, division game, I think, where they got us on prime time.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I think the schedule makes a big difference, and I think that so I heard a lot of Atlanta Falcon content creators, and they're like, okay, Minnesota, we're losing, Jacksonville, losing. We better not lose. We better not lose to those teams.
Well, the way y'all
we better not lose to
be on par with with Minnesota.
Yeah, right. Like we better not lose to those teams. We better not lose to nobody that was in the playoffs. I'll put it to you like that. We better not lose to nobody that's in the playoffs. Maybe you lose to a divisional, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But you better not lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars, not in London.
Nah,
you better not lose to that team. Okay.
Well, Jacksonville
you better not
up.
lose.
I don't think they're ready.
Yeah.
The Vikings are suspect.
You better not lose to any of those teams that they say, oh well, it's not like if you look at our schedule, if you go 4-1 the first 5 weeks, I wouldn't be surprised to do that, but it could be a 2-2. You could lose to the Panthers. You might lose to, shit. I don't even think we play another divisional rival till like week 6, 7 or something like that, which is stupid as hell anyway. It's stupid as shit, like right now. So again, everybody enjoy their summer. because what else are we gonna do?
Well, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Once the summer is over, is when the beginning of your problems gonna start. And I hope you do understand. Week 1, y'all got to come across 𝐸-26. Might be what is it in Atlanta now? What is it? 85 to 26. You got to cross the interstate to come see our ass. So, Wolf, you bring the pack with you because it's gonna be a long game, a hard-fought game.
Yeah, but yes, and we will see. If you're gonna be Apollo Creed or Rocco in the first one, we're gonna see who's who in the first one. The first Rocky movie, not the second, not the Clubber Lang one. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see who gonna beat that count. We're gonna see who gonna beat that count.
Come on now.
Is it gonna be me? Is it gonna be both? Which one?
Movie's always split.
You know what I'm saying?
Always split.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but we gonna see. We're gonna see if, because I want to see, but I'm saying I get start. I get if he start. I like to see Bryce start because I think he's good. Me personally, I think that guy's good. Me personally, everybody else, has it. I think it's good.
Well, we don't see what y'all guys sticking with. That's for sure.
The question: can you guys? Right, and see, like with the Panthers and Falcons with divisional games, it's who's going to win the third down. Who's going to win the third downs? Right? Who are we going to be able to convert the third down, or are you guys going to be able to stop us on third down? And I think that's an important thing. But again, we have how many months? 4 months. What we got?
What is it? What is 4 months, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't got to put my Timberlands on yet then.
No.
They ain't gonna matter.
Just in case. Might just need to keep your socks warm inside.
Yeah.
Because you later.
Oh, of course. Yes. Because we're gonna be in there for the South. We're gonna be here, baby. We know it's gonna be us. and y'all, it.
Yeah.
I told you, listen, I told you, Black Dub. I done said it. I done said it before. That week, I think we play you guys again, week 15. That week 15 game might have to be something that's gonna be a little bit more intense.
That's gonna be the game.
A little bit more. I'm not worried about week 1. Hey, you worried about week 1? No, I ain't worried about week 1, baby. Because in a 60-minute fight, you worried about that last 2 minutes, baby. Yes,
well,
I'm a 60-minute man, baby.
The reason why I'm worried about week 1 is because I want to see, are we going to be firing on all cylinders? And I want to see a line in the NFL because I need to see what Bryce Young can show me in this first game if he's starting. If he's not starting, I need to look at this team roster and see. That's going to tell me how this season going to go in week 1. That's really going to tell me what area everything is going to be headed. That's all I'm looking at. Because week 1 with us last year, Cleveland
and listen,
tossed, and our season got tossed right behind that.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. Right. Niggas was on down. That's just how bad shit was.
But
Yeah,
look,
but that
don't listen. And everybody out there that's a Carolina fan, listen to me very closely to this. Listen closely to me now.
Okay. What happened?
If ours is trash, hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Q, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You can hear me? Okay.
I can hear you now.
If our season is trash, if our season is and we're in that 8th spot again for the draft next year, that 8th, 7th spot again, don't be surprised if we give up the farm for one of those quarterbacks.
Oh, you're going to have to.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have to. You just gave Desmond Ridder time to really showcase. That'd be his 3rd year, right?
Be so
2nd year. This is his 2nd year right here. That means in year 2, I said that would mean that your quarterback right here in year 2 did not live up to the bid, because this is technically would be his 1st year, even though he didn't get a chance last year. But in year 2, after having him on your roster, that means he did not live up to it. That means you got to go back into the draft and spend money into getting another guy to potentially be the same shit that you got right here in Ridder. You don't know, because if he's not living up to it, then you're going to have a problem. But if he is up to it, you don't have to worry about that. So y'all really on a skateboard, because you got to see what you got in Ridder. And I think Ridder, he can be a good quarterback if y'all put him in the best positions, to be right. Y'all done gave him all the offense he can use. Damn it, he got a fucking running back. He got receivers and a tight end. What the fuck else do he need? I don't know what else this cat need over there in Atlanta, bro.
Yeah, only if you scared him off. Look, Wolf dropped off.
Hey, man, it's all right, man. In Atlanta, they don't pay for Wi-Fi.
There you go. He ain't in Atlanta, man. He not in the LT. Come on, man.
They like to jack the neighbor internet in Atlanta, so it ain't enough GB to go around.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but all I'm saying is, when it comes to Atlanta, we're gonna see how they look. Desmond Ridder is gonna really tell the tale of their season, just like Bryce Young is gonna tell how we look for this season, man. And if he come out sharp, I got no worries or concerns for anything going forward for the future, because we'll have one position solidified, and that's quarterback.
That's true. That's the if we get that solidified, I think we're straight.
Yes, sir. I think, and this led us back to what we were talking about earlier before with them. Can we get something out of these guys? Like, can we get the dog up out of some of these guys? Because damn well, when it comes to, and this is what you got to understand. In order to be pushed to the next level, you got to be able to be willing to be in competition. And a lot of these guys don't even want to be in competition no more. They want spots given to them where they haven't got out and earned it. And so, I mean, you got to look at where we're sitting at, because you got guys who want to be penciled in as a starter without doing no damn work.
Well, I'm thinking about it like this, bro. Dom is old school, and he's there with Evero. You know what's gonna happen. They picking through him now. They're going, he got the dog in him, he don't. And they may cut somebody simply because they don't have that drive. In a 3-4, you got to have people willing to trust that they're in the right position and trust the defensive coordinator. In a 4-3, you trust in the middle linebacker. So, hey, man, if the guys can't follow instruction, they subject to be at the house. Oh, he back now. I guess Atlanta turned the Wi-Fi back on.
Nah, see,
Yeah,
look, I've been here. What I'm saying. Okay, look, I get what you guys are saying, right? But here's the thing: Ridder didn't cost us nothing. He's a 3rd round pick. He didn't cost us nothing. We just trying to see if he's able to make certain plays. He don't got to make all the plays. it's certain plays. If you look at what Arthur Smith did with Ryan Tannehill, he made certain plays. Ryan Tannehill wasn't setting the NFL on fire. By no means in imagination did you think Ryan Tannehill was setting the NFL on fire, right?
So you okay with him dinking and dunking and just managing the game like Daniel Jones almost? That's what you okay with him being there for you?
Okay, again, Q, I'm glad you brought up Daniel Jones. Oh my God, I'm glad you brought up Daniel Jones because Daniel Jones has been my argument, Q.
Yeah.
Now, listen, if you go back to a couple of your lives, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure if you do your research, Will, everybody here, what did I say about Daniel Jones? 15 touchdowns, 17 games, $40 million. That's the average. That's what you're working with.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a horrible average.
Listen to what you're working with, okay? You working with 15 touchdowns, 17 games. I'm not talking about running touchdowns. I don't want running touchdowns. I want throwing touchdowns. $15 million. I mean, $40 million for 15 touchdowns. That's what the Giants just paid.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, hold that thought. Thought. Now, Q, I'm on my phone right now. I'm on my phone. I'm not on Google. I'm not on anything. Okay.
Yeah.
One of the best quarterbacks in the league threw the most interceptions, tied with a guy that's in the middle of the pack. Do you know who those two guys are?
Tell me who?
Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, tied.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how much is Dak contract?
It was 40. It's right at 40, right?
Okay, another $40 million guy. How much you think Josh is gonna get?
He gonna be at that 45 bracket with Mahomes.
And these are the guys these are the guys. So what I'm saying is, while everybody saluted the Kansas City Chiefs when they were throwing the ball, but when they started running the ball, it was a whole different ball game. What are we doing? We're gonna try to run the ball.
Yeah.
Desmond, it doesn't cost us anything. The only thing that we're looking for is if he can make one or two throws.
But that's the problem. That might be the problem.
Okay.
If he frees up in the moments that you need him to come through in, he gonna cost you a little more than you think. He gonna cost your ass some games, is what he.
Okay. But
Wolf,
what?
I'm gonna have to jump on your side against them boys right now.
But what quarterback you know that throws 100%? 100%.
They ain't now.
Nobody. Come on now.
They ain't now.
Exactly. Now
what he's saying is exactly right, Q. That's what they gonna do. You don't need this guy. They going back to where you don't need this guy to make maybe 15 to 20 throws in a game. Maybe is what they getting ready to do this year.
But what I'm trying to tell Wolf is if your quarterback going in from year 2, because technically this is year 2, even though this is his first year, going into there, 15 touchdowns is what he says the litmus test for this guy. And what I'm saying is if he come out in year 2 and do that, in year 3, you have stuck yourself with a average quarterback that just drafted in the 3rd round, and you're going to want his ceiling to go up. Well, if his ceiling is not going up, you're going to have to go back in the draft and get another quarterback 2-3 years down the road.
Yeah.
How many transcendent quarterbacks you have in the NFL? How many?
I would say
transcending
guys. Five.
Okay.
5 at the max. 5.
Hold that thought. So there's
more than 5.
There's 5 transcendent.
He said transcended.
Okay.
That's elite of the elite.
Okay. 5 transcending guys in the NFL. Okay. Now we're gonna go from transcending. How many good quarterbacks in the NFL?
Maybe 7.
Okay. Hold that thought because we only at 12. We didn't even get halfway. half. Okay.
So
now we go. So now we go from good to average. How many average quarterbacks in the NFL?
There's a lot of average.
Okay, there's an average, and there's probably the last guy. No disrespect.
Shit. Just shit.
Okay,
it's just shit.
Disrespect, but they could get a starting job in the NFL. Now, watch this. Watch this. The NFL quarterback starting position. How many positions are there?
32.
32. Come on now.
That means that job is very limited, and you have to be even the shittiest guy has to be good enough to get that job.
Mm-hmm.
That might be Davis Mills. Might be Davis Mills. So when you talk about Desmond Ridder, let's say being maybe 5 steps ahead of David Mills, you're talking about an average guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm good with that because again, we only seen 4 games.
Okay,
and I'm 4 games
because that means we'll be revamping over there in Atlanta in 3 years. That's what the fuck that means.
But the problem is though, Q, if you take a shot, put it to you like this. The Carolina Panthers management said, hey, yo, listen, bro, we're going to have to take a shot at getting our guy, our quarterback. We got to take a shot because we done been in this quarterback carousel for a long time. So David Tepper goes, okay, listen, man, you going to take this shot? Yo, listen, bro. Well, whoever your GM was like, yo, listen, we going to have to take this shot. Okay, boom. You fucking reload 1 bullet. You got 1 bullet left. You say Bryce Young. Okay, I'm with you. Respect. If our season go to shit, what makes you think Terry won't do the same thing with one of the more elite quarterbacks that's coming out next year?
You're not going to be able to get them elite quarterbacks coming out next year.
I'm just saying this. When I look at the schedule, I'm like, yo, listen, everybody excited in Atlanta because of the schedule. I'm not. You done seen my video. You done commented on my shit, right? I'm excited about the schedule because we ain't playing nobody. You can't win 7 games again and get excited for that. You can't do that, bro.
Hey, Cody, what I say last night? You see how they thinking?
Right.
You see how they thinking?
If you win,
I know.
You win.
See how they thinking?
Games. Look, if you win 7 games, we gonna be again at the 8th spot or the 7th spot in the draft, right? We gonna be there.
You won't get a quarterback either.
Wait.
They can do the same thing we did. Why can't they?
With that 1 bullet, right? So
why can't they?
No. Let me tell you why they're not going to be able to do that. Because they're talking about Caleb Williams and Drake May as like transcendent, can't miss, #1 quarterback prospects. There's no guarantee that there's a situation like this year where the Bears have a quarterback and they're looking to trade down to get more picks to build around them. There's no guarantee of that type of scenario. If you're a 7 or 8 win team in the NFL, that's just not gonna cut it, man. And that's what the Panthers have been doing for the past 3 years. We've never been picking high enough to get the quarterback that
game though, Cody. Check game. What I say last night, it will be a NFC team that will be picking first. Probably have NFC will probably have 3 spots in the top 5.
Oh, NFC about to reload next year.
It's gonna reload. So those guys are going to the NFC.
Look
somewhere.
Now look.
If it be the Rams, if it be the Bucks or Falcons, or
I got you. Watch this. Watch the flip side. Watch this flip side now. Now, Q, what I just say about Daniel Jones? 15 touchdowns, right? 15. Okay. Right. 15 touchdowns, right? Now there's a flip side to that. If Desmond Ridder give you about 15 to 20, then you got a problem. Then it's a good problem. I'm not saying it's a transcendent problem, but now you got a good problem because what they said was that Daniel Jones was a good to average quarterback throwing 15 touchdowns. So if you have a quarterback that can throw in between 15 to 20 touchdowns, you okay.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You can win a Super Bowl with an average quarterback. It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to do.
But now look, what I said was, I said this. I would like to see Bryce go because I think he good enough to go. And if you do have a quarterback like Bryce, what is your opponents have to do? Well, we have to bolster up the defense. Because then Bryce gonna be one of those dudes that, if Bryce turns out to be one of those dudes where you like, bruh, you what? How many jerseys he sold last year? Oh, we got a problem. It's a problem down there, bro. Whether or not he throw 300-yard games or not, right? Look, our best quarterback in our franchise only threw in his rookie year only threw for 2 300-yard games in a 16 week schedule. Matt Ryan only threw for 300 yards twice rookie season, and he won rookie of the year, bro. That's a fact. So Bryce could be that good where he can go get you an extra game, go get you 8 games, 9 games, bro. You got a problem.
Well, the same thing that's true for the Panthers is true for the Falcons. Meaning there's not a lot of high-end quarterback talent in the NFC right now. So if either one of these teams fucks around and has a surprising year, a good year that nobody's expecting, all of a sudden you go to the top of the food chain. Like the only other real dominant team in the NFC is the Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody else is just a bunch of whatever.
They suspect, bro. I just listen. Look, everybody here. Sometimes when I talk, it be freestyling, right? The last 2 seasons, Philadelphia went from an easier schedule to a more easier schedule. They went 2 years of easy schedule. Remember, they got into the playoffs, played the Bucks, and got mollywopped. They got mollywopped.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying this last night on the
people this, right? See, I don't watch college, but let me ask people this: what the hell did Jordan Davis do in the Super Bowl?
Nothing.
Okay, what did Kobe Dean do in the Super Bowl?
Nothing.
Okay, what did the 7th rounder that the Kansas City Chiefs picked up? What did he do in the Super Bowl?
Balled the fuck out.
Stop fucking playing with me, bro. Hey, yo, Black, I don't mean to curse, but, man, stop playing. The draft is a 50-50 crapshoot. It's either you
damn sure is. Bullshit.
Shit, I've been cussing too much.
My bad. You know me. I can't. I'm sorry.
You from New York? You from New York?
But see, Wolf, that depends. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like, look,
Jordan Davis
Jordan Davis
behind.
You're breaking up real bad, Kendall.
Yeah, you breaking up bad.
Develop.
Right.
Oh, I am.
Okay.
Damn, I'm breaking up bad.
Say it. No, you're good now. Say it over one more time.
Yeah, say that one more time.
Oh, no, it's not disappeared.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Jordan. Now, see, Jordan Davis was able to sit behind that Philadelphia Eagle line and develop.
There you go.
Because they had 70 sacks last year. See, they blessed to have talent after talent after talent on that Philadelphia Eagles line. So when you go to when they go to Kansas City like that, they got put into play.
But Kendall, look at their schedule. They ain't play nobody last year during the break. They ain't play nobody.
But see, it's what you just said.
But Wolf. They about if the Falcons have a good year, have a good year, they about to say the same thing about the Falcons and the Panthers. Because we're in the very bottom in terms of strength of schedule.
I said that.
But that's why I don't knock the Philadelphia Eagles.
Listen,
for capitalizing on
but
that.
I don't like that.
If you have an easy ass schedule,
not at all.
You better be able to rise to the top of shit.
I got you, see, but listen, before you came in, I said that. I said, yo, I don't like our schedule because we ain't playing nobody. You gotta listen for you to sharpen your steel. For you to sharpen your steel, you gotta if you gonna run with the wolves at night, you can't spar with the puppies.
Right, but that's what the playoffs.
You can't spar with the puppies.
Right. See, look, this is where everything evens itself out, because even if you had a bullshit schedule during the season, then you have to go to the playoffs. And you have to win in the playoffs, and you have to make it all the way there, bro. Like, look, I'm a Clemson Tiger fan, right? So we hear this shit all the time. We play in the ACC. Y'all don't play nobody. But then when we go into the playoffs and beat the hell out of Ohio State and Alabama and all these other teams, but then it's just because we had an easy schedule, bro. You can't control none of that shit. The only thing you can control is the player that you have next up on your schedule.
Right.
That's the only thing you can control.
I get that. But listen, bro, it's a difference between you, Bryce Young, strapping his helmet up, going to Kansas City with a hostile crowd. It's a difference between him going there and him going playing against motherfucking Davis Mills in Houston. It's a difference of your balls dropping.
But he's already played in Alabama.
You want Bryce Young to be like, yo, you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care if he's a two-time Super Bowl. I don't care.
What you gotta understand is, if you play in the SEC, you have played in a bigger stadium than any stadium you're gonna play in the NFL, bro.
I get that, Cole.
They got 100,000 people.
Listen, Cole. No disrespect. No disrespect.
He's used to that, bro.
No, listen. I know he's used to that. That's what I know. But listen, it's also a level of being a professional boxer and an amateur boxer. Yeah, you can amateur all you want till you get to that professional level, and Mayweather hitting you with all types of boop, bop, boop, bop, boop.
No doubt.
And, you know, it's a difference. You can have 100,000 people at an amateur game. That don't mean it's professional, baby.
No, 100%.
Hey, check this.
Everybody got to prove it.
Y'all check this. Okay, now the Eagles are just recipients of the flip-flop. But y'all remember, years ago, the NFC had those dog quarterbacks.
Yes,
now
indeed.
the AFC got them because of the draft. See, everything corrects itself. All those AFC teams was in the top of the draft year in and year out. Nobody wasn't saying shit when Tom Brady was leading that division. He was the only quarterback over there, right?
Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna be. Listen, but all I'm saying is this: it's a flip side to it, but it's not gonna cost us too much. But if look, I'm a football fan, so if you have a guy like Bryce Young, and he's strapping up and he's ready to go to war for you guys, and he's in Kansas City or Buffalo or Baltimore or wherever, you're gonna say, okay, this is one of those games. Like, this is one of those games.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like on our schedule, there's not one of those games that's very meaningful. There's no game on the schedule where I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right, let's see what Desmond does now. There's no, it might be a season where it might be like a ghost season where it's like his numbers might be a little blown up because of what they played, and then they overpaid for somebody who hasn't been in real competition. That's what I'm worried about.
I mean, I hear you, but that any player that is yet to prove themselves in the NFL is dealing with the same thing.
Right?
You have to go out there and prove it. And this is where me and Kendall were disagreeing yesterday on the Friday free for all. One of the questions I asked was, could Bryce Young be the offensive rookie of the year? I said, hell yeah. If you look at the situation that Bryce Young came from in Alabama, not having a dominant number one wide receiver, not having a dominant offensive line, but having pieces and players that were good enough for Bryce to be able to put them in position to win football games. That's the only thing that you need, man. That's the only thing that you need. And that's how the Carolina Panthers have built their roster this year. They have a bunch of big dudes that are fast as hell, that can make separation, that they can do all the things that you want to do. There is no reason for Bryce to not hit the ground running. And I stand on that, bro.
It's a fact. You know, I think that Bryce can be that dude, like as I said, and that's why I said if Bryce is gonna be that dude, and he starts balling out, it's like, you the whole fucking NFC, forget the South, the whole NFC is gonna be in
we
trouble.
run shit.
Yeah, you got to keep up to what your opponent is doing. You got to be able to keep up. Only thing I'm saying is that it's a crapshoot. You know what I'm saying? Because
no doubt.
like nobody seen Brock Purdy coming. Nobody seen Brock Purdy coming. I ain't hear not one person talk about Brock Purdy till he started getting it popping.
He was the last pick of the draft.
Yeah.
Nobody, even the 49ers didn't think Brock Purdy was going to be Brock Purdy.
Now, right now,
you damn right.
Look, but Q, here's a flip side to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
What they gonna do with Trey Lance?
Quarterback competition and they traded his ass because you're gonna have to put some tape on him to make sure that they can get rid of him first.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Breaking up a little bit.
My bad. You don't have to put him out there so that people can see one that he can still get out there and play and not hold anything. And then you treat him after competition that you create with him.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If Brock Purdy beats out Trey again this year, do you trade Trey?
They tried to. They already tried to. But they won't what they gave for him damn near.
Okay. Now, Kendall, watch this, right? Watch this, right? Cole, you ready for this, Cole? Watch this, right?
Yep.
Wasn't it isn't the coach supposed to be a QB whisperer?
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
hey, let me tell I've been saying this, and people want to make fun of me because everybody likes to shit all over Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is gonna be the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, and that dude's about to have the best year of his entire career, bro. Y'all can laugh at my ass however you want to, bro.
I'm not laughing.
No, I'm not saying you, bro. I've been doing that. Wolf, I've been doing this a long time.
No,
bro.
I get you.
I've been doing this a lot, and every time on Twitter or on YouTube, every time I defend Sam Darnold, bro, everybody wants to talk a gang of shit. Sam ain't nothing. He trash. He this, he that. Sam had 3 of the worst coaching staffs in the NFL for 3 consecutive years in a row. Then you give him a competent coach like Steve Wilkes. Steve knows what he's doing, and then Sam starts to look the best that he ever has. Man, stop playing with me, bro. He's about to go to a loaded San Fran offense with a damn good coach, with a damn good defense. Right. Sam's about to ball the fuck out, bro.
Cody, could I give you a better example? My brother?
Go ahead.
Geno Smith just got popping now.
Right.
That's what I said. What are they going to take for Sam Darnold? 10 years like Geno?
Nah, this about to be the year, Kendall. I'm telling you, bro.
You better bet on this. You better bet on this right here. You better bet on Zach Wilson and Trey Lance going somewhere and balling out for their second team.
No, but
versus Sam Darnold.
Kendall, you're not okay. Look, all I'm saying, and look, we can all agree on this. If you have a damn good quarterback, and I'm not even saying Sam's the best, but if you put a good quarterback in a terrible situation, he is gonna look terrible. If he's on a bad football team with a bad O-line, a bad coaching staff, bad everything around him, that will never be a position for a quarterback to thrive. Then
so you just saying you what you saying, Cody, is he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not even saying he's a world beater. He doesn't have to be. Look how far Jimmy Garoppolo has taken the San Francisco 49ers year after year. Nobody thinks
we just said
shit.
We said there's 5 elite quarterbacks, and then we said there was 5 just under
You're breaking up, okay?
Yeah, you're breaking up.
These guys are young.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Ah, damn.
But listen,
Yo, can y'all hear me? Let me make my guy. Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, you sounded like a speaking spell, bro.
Yeah.
AK, they was getting on me too. They was getting on me too. You know, but listen, look, it is funny that you said that quote about Sam because I was like, yo, if he go crazy in San Francisco, that'll like what? Like Sam going crazy in Sam, and it could happen because
it could happen.
You see what Pete did with Geno. Pete got Geno $100 million, bro.
Right. And guess what? See, Pete, they're running the football. That's why Russell Wilson didn't want to be there. They're running the football, and that's why Russell Wilson didn't want to be there no more because he wanted to put up all the stats like Patrick Mahomes and all these other dudes. And Pete Carroll said, "No, fuck that. We are running."
Say that one more time for Black in the corner right there in the. Say that one more time. What
they are run first football team, and guess what? And guess what? The 49ers are a run first football team.
Hey, Black, you heard that right? That's your people.
Peace.
Leo,
what's going on? What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, baby?
Y'all got it going on. Hey. Just like Cody said, run first.
What happened? What is it? What is it again? I'm sorry, for Black. Just say it for Black one more time. Just say it for Black one time. What is it again?
Run first.
Okay. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you. So everybody enjoy your summer, right?
Here you go with this.
Enjoy your summer. Oh, man.
I'm crying out right now because goddamn it, we coming for your ass.
Okay, I know. But you see how I was waiting. I said, "Damn, Cody, Cody, give us some examples." But I said, "Okay, but what he said?" I was waiting for him to say run first because that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to run first. You're gonna have to.
Am I still chopped up? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, hey, check. Let me make this point right here. Y'all said 5 elite quarterbacks and another 7 just right there under the tick from being elite, right? Yeah. So all these quarterbacks are young. Why are these quarterbacks like 25?
Probably.
Average age?
Mm-hmm. Around that.
Okay, so that's another 7 to 8 years of excellent quarterback play. Your quarterback that you get right now has to be a dog. He had to go against those cats that's getting ready to be in the league for the next 7 years, running it.
He got to be physically fit. He got to be physically superior. All the brain power don't mean nothing when you got athletes out there playing the quarterback. But that's it.
But you talking about Bryce? You talking about Bryce?
I'm absolutely talking about Bryce. The brain. Okay. I mean, the big brain, brainiac. He could be all that, but like he physically does not match up. Physically, mentally, he probably
doesn't match up with what?
His physical stature. Physically, he doesn't match up.
But we've been on this, and everybody's been saying this since he was in high school. And all he does is win at the highest levels every single time he steps on the field. So it's like, bro, look, he has to prove it. He has to prove it, no doubt. But I'm not going to doubt that man. He's at every single level he's played at, he's been doubted, and they said the same shit about him. He's way too little. And all he does is play the best defenses and throw for 4 touchdowns over 400 yards against them.
But Cole,
so it's like that's my quarterback. I have no reason to not believe.
But Cole,
in that,
you do realize now he in the different. It's a different level.
No doubt. Hey, everybody got something to prove.
Okay.
You have to show me what you're capable of.
But Cole, you realize that Cole, you do realize that even the 32nd ranked team in the NFL is still a good team. Then let's say the number team. 1 college team. You do
no doubt.
Okay.
But Wolf, what I'm saying to you though, is if I'm gonna bet on a player on a rookie player who has never played a snap of professional football, and all I have to judge is his film playing at high school and college.
Yeah.
I have no reason to not believe in that man.
Cole, listen.
I have no reason not to believe in that
Cole,
man.
I think the guy gonna be good. Black, what did I say? I said the guy's gonna be good, bro. I said, yo, listen, we might have a problem. I said, yo, I told all the Falcon fans, I said, yo, listen, we might have a problem. I don't know, but I'm saying if there's gonna be a problem, it's gonna be him. That's what I said. I like the kid.
But all I'm saying too, to go year in and year out against the Mahomeses, the Herberts, the Burrows, you know what I'm saying? The elite. You have to be elite plus because these guys are elite right now at this young age.
But K, why are you trying to kill Cody's wave right now? Cody got a
brother,
wave.
No, don't confuse it, brother. We'll just speak. Brothers, the thing is, it's not about trying to kill. Of course, Bryce Young was good in high school and college. The whole point is, like Kendall's saying, these guys are elite on different levels. They're elite with the passing. They're elite with the athleticism, one way or another. This guy, he has been fantastic in college, but when it comes to the pros, you gotta be dual. You gotta be dual. He's not dual. He's a one-trick pony, and that's not going to win in the NFL consistently.
That's not even true. That's not even true. That's not even true.
Hold up, Cole.
Let me tell you how that's not true, bro. No, you saying he's not mobile. One, that's false.
No. I didn't say he wasn't mobile, Cody.
But this is what I'm saying. People are so worried about him being small, and they completely disregard that his style of play is naturally going to lead to less injuries. Because when he's making you miss, he's not making you miss to run for 15, 20 yards. He's making you miss for just long enough to get the ball out of his hands. And as an organization, if you have a 5'10" quarterback, you have to build around him all the
Cody,
time.
why you have to do that, though,
all the time, Cody.
Cody, what if the resources? Cody, what if the resources?
But Cody, that don't worry you a little bit. That don't worry you a little bit.
Hey, Black.
All of the bigger quarterbacks in the NFL have been hurt like a motherfucker in recent years, bro. Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Cam Newton, all the big ass quarterbacks, because they're bigger and stronger, they take more hits than they're supposed to.
But Cole, I got you. Look, hey Black, real quick.
What's up, Doc?
As soon as you drafted him, what did you say?
We solidified the position.
Okay. And what else did you say after that?
He's a star. He can pass the football. I'm not worried about his size.
Right. But what did you say after that? We have to change our strategy to get him weapons. Yes?
Yeah, I did say that. We must build around this guy and get him weapons.
So what do you So what did you just say about Desmond? Desmond got everything around him to be successful, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to give it some time for them to build around him for him to be successful, yes? Okay. It might not be this year though, yes?
I mean, that's on y'all. Yeah, y'all better figure that shit out quick.
No, I'm talking about for Bryce. I'm not talking about for Desmond.
Nah, the Falcons got offense. They ain't got no too much of a defense, but they got offensive weapons.
Oh, we got
defense. They're building it. You gotta go look back, Leo. You gotta go look back, Leo. You better go look back, Leo.
You know what?
They building it.
They
building it, Leo. They building it, Leo.
Pardon me, they got it because they got a Pro Bowl cornerback, and they drafted they got another guy they traded for. They
drafted a safety, Jesse Bates.
I forgot. Come on,
Manada, we got Manada, we got, you know what I'm saying, we got Bud Dupree over there that he talking to a couple people. Boy,
the Falcons are better than the Panthers on paper.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
And then Kendall, the Falcons got their pick next year too.
Yeah, I'm coming at Bryce. I'm cutting them lanes down. I'm telling my two defensive tackles every time, if I got to train them in like hockey players, push them motherfuckers, put them in his lap. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm taking my two ends and I'm just pinching that man. I'm collapsing that pocket like a motherfucker every time. Get him off his spot.
Can Bryce get to the edge on a linebacker?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. If I can do that with my front motherfucking, if I can do that with my front 4 to 5, he got problems.
Yes, he can. I've seen Bryce Young,
and I'm worried about it. He got to show me. He got to show me, Cody.
I've seen Bryce Young haul ass to the sideline, stop on a dime, make a dude miss and whiff completely just to throw a bomb downfield.
In college, in college,
okay. That in college shit don't impress me because every rookie quarterback has to start sometime. There was a bunch of NFL quarterbacks that didn't do it in college, and then they started balling out in the NFL.
But that's a point. That's a point. That's a good damn point.
Cody, does Bryce Young have the foot speed to get to the edge on a linebacker?
Everybody on the panel.
Yeah, I think so.
He did it in 21 against the Georgia defense.
I'm talking about the NFL.
Well, what, my friend? Who do you think is currently playing in the NFL? But nearly all of the 21 Georgia defenders. I just watched the game. I watched the game yesterday, my friend.
Sir. No, they not.
You want me to name some? They're currently playing in the NFL. If he beat him in college, he can beat him in the NFL.
Bro, we got 32 teams in the NFL with 34 linebackers apiece. That's what 60 players.
Many of them linebackers. And many of them linebackers is nowhere near half as smart as the elite linebackers. Let's be real.
No, I'm talking about athleticism, sir. I'm not talking about. See, why y'all keep throwing the intelligence?
Y'all keep throwing. It doesn't matter. SEC. There's more conferences than the SEC, and everybody got at least let's say four defensive players. You know what I'm saying? That play. You're right. 259 spots. But athleticism without brains equals bad players who make plenty mistakes and end up on the bench or out of a job.
No.
No.
I
think names, buddy. They're not in the NFL. Them project guys. We got one right now called Brandon Smith. We got one called Brandon Smith right now. I remember when they drafted a defensive man in Carolina 2 years ago. Everybody said he was athletic. He was great. He's been a bum since we drafted that man. That motherfucker ain't shit.
Brandon Smith is a dog.
Put him on the field then. Why he ain't on the field? Why he ain't on the field? Why he ain't on the field? Hold on, Cody. Do we have? Who was our last Mike linebacker? Cody, who was our last Mike linebacker, Cody?
I don't give a damn.
Who was our last Mike linebacker?
It's Brandon Davis season, bro.
We ain't had a Mike linebacker since Luke
Davis season, bro.
We haven't had
Brandon Smith is not the Mike linebacker.
Yes, he is the Mike. Yes, he is the Mike.
He's not the Mike. He can't be because he never played the Mike in school. He's an athlete. They drafted him for his athleticism. They didn't draft him for his brain.
What I'm saying, Leo, we have an opening at Mike linebacker, and he can't even get it. He can't even fucking feel it.
You don't even know that.
That's not his natural position.
You don't even know that he can't get it. You haven't seen him under this coaching staff.
He's not a Mike linebacker. That's not his position.
No, you don't know that, man. Just because you did something.
Brandon Smith has no lateral quickness.
That's what you have to do in the NFL. He ran a 4.4. What you mean he ain't got no lateral quickness?
Lateral side to side. He has lateral quickness.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you play him side to side, let him use his athleticism.
He doesn't have that ability, Cody.
That man has the ability to be a sideline.
Could I ask a question?
Could
I ask a question to everybody that's on the panel?
Go ahead. Okay.
You guys are diehard Carolina Panther fans. Diehard. No question. You ain't got no choice but to roll with Bryce now. Yes?
Right. Yeah, no choice.
You ain't got no choice but to ride with him. So whether or not you don't like him or not, you guys ain't got no choice unless you gonna fold up. And
that's what I've been saying, Wolf. That's what I've been saying.
I mean,
it's time for everybody
you're right, but that's an obvious question, though, brother. But my point is that I believe he will have relatively no success in the NFL going forward on a team that I root for. I'm gonna watch him play, but I don't see him having success in the NFL based on his physical limitations. So that's what I'm gonna go with.
Better? Would you would have took C.J. Stroud better? Is that what you're saying? Is that what we're saying here?
I'm saying Anthony Richardson and C.J. Stroud would be a better option for the Panthers based on their physical stature. You know, brain power, all that aside, according to what they say, Bryce Young is smarter than them. Okay, but Anthony Richardson 6'4", CJ 6'3". Physically, they are superior to this gentleman, and that's what matters in the NFL. It doesn't matter how smart you is. Bryce Young not the freaking coach.
Yeah, and the mental game don't matter at all, right? It don't matter that he's leagues.
I can't 100% agree on that.
It matters to a degree.
You gotta have
You are aware that on the field
has to do.
That's the field general now. The quarterback is the field general.
On the field, the quarterback has to execute. This ain't Madden where you have a controller operate the quarterback. I mean, that's just. I mean, in the NFL, that's how it works. I mean, because you got to have brains. Without brains,
right, but gentlemen, that's.
I mean, athleticism is great. Being big and strong is great. But it ain't everything. If it is, they'd have 53 athletic athletes out there and no brains.
Well, look at Jamarcus Russell.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at Jamarcus Russell. He was big as hell. He had a cannon
Russell, he wasn't dedicated.
And he didn't give a damn about football.
But that's his personal choice, though, Cody. He wasn't dedicated.
He wasn't dedicated, Cody. Then he had a coaching change.
But I like how y'all act like Russell Wilson hasn't been successful. How y'all act like Drew Brees. Y'all act like Drew Brees isn't a first ballot Hall of Famer.
That's a fact.
Everybody forgot about Doug.
Name somebody else, Cody.
Hey, Cody, let me ask you a question. I know the answer, but some of these gentlemen may not. Before the draft, who would have been your pick if they called you up and said, who do we pick?
I mean, before the draft, I was really a fan of C.J. Stroud.
Me too. So, but they didn't pick him. They picked Bryce Young. So we just got to pull up and move on. Now, I can name you a guy that we picked that I said from day one was a bad pick. And his name was Vernon Butler. And I screamed and ran at every computer, tablet, screen, everything I could think of, including the TV set and the outside dog about that. It never changed nothing. He still made it here 4 damn freaking years.
Hey, Joe, is that my man?
I also downed this linebacker we drafted in the first round that I said was going to be a bum because we didn't need a linebacker. I was wrong about that shit too. But anyway. So.
Hey, is that my man YB Jordan popping in the chat?
Nah, bro, it's Anthony.
But we did need a linebacker that year. We did need a linebacker because John Beachum had knee injury problems. We did need a linebacker.
I thought we had good depth, but that's 2 or 3 years ago. So it worked out well anyway. So,
but look, what I'm saying is, I think that too, and this is what I said, Black, when I first came here. What did I say? I don't even know who's gonna be on the 53-man roster yet. I don't even know who's going to be on our roster yet.
Neither do we, Wolf. Neither do we.
I don't even know. So I can't really say what's going on. Carolina ain't named the starter yet. Tampa ain't named the starter yet. So I don't know what's happening because look, everybody's sleeping on that Bucs defense. That Bucs defense is still intact.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna have no offense.
No.
Cody, we've been to the Baker Mayfield thing.
Code, I know, right? But watch this, right? Let's say Bryce go down to Tampa. Boom. First, whatever. Let's say he don't start game 6. He at Tampa. I'm just giving you a scenario. Okay, Tampa Bay. He's down there. That defense give it to Bryce.
Yeah.
The narrative gonna change quick.
But there's so many things that go into that.
There's so many things that can happen.
But you have to but also, again, just because a quarterback is getting his ass whooped, some of it might be on him if he's not getting the ball out of his hands quick. Right. If he's not going through his progressions, there are certain things that are on him. But on the other hand, if your offensive line is not giving him but a second to even look downfield, before he has to run, then it's like you're not doing your quarterback no favor. So
but again,
it all depends.
Okay, y'all, hold on 1 second. I'm just say this thing right here. Okay, we already said earlier that the NFC is getting ready to start getting this quarterback wash. We getting ready to start getting these quarterbacks because NFC teams are going to finish in that top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, top 10. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, so we had to get on our horse and get our team together now while we got a weak NFC, right? Because AFC got all the dogs up there. Mm-hmm. Okay, with that being said, I'm looking at the way I don't like Bryce is because is Bryce at his ceiling now by like Leo saying and I said the physical stature of Bryce? You see what I'm saying? Because the rest of these teams are getting ready to get better because this flux of quarterbacks is getting ready to come in to the NFC. Mm. So where are we going to be in 3 to 4 years, y'all? This is what I'm asking. Know. This was my own question.
Super Bowl.
How about we watch what he does his first year, then we can predict how the 3 years turn
again, out. And that's why I was coming
y'all already crowning him.
Listen, we're not crowning him. We're just optimistic.
And we don't know where his ceiling going to be. Is he there right now?
But Kendall, let me
listen to me. Hold on, Colt, and then you could go. Hold on, Colt. What I'm saying is this. Look, I'm an opposition, and I'm telling you. You can't put every piece around him in year one. You're not gonna fix the offensive line.
Yeah. I said 3 years, Wolf. I said 3 years.
Okay, but in 3 years, it might be lit. It might be so lit bro, if you put the pieces around them, because now, what did we say? Kendall, you was on the show with me. I said, yo, the NFL teams, they plan for 2-3 years out. They already scouting what they doing next year already.
That's what I've been preaching the whole time.
Right.
And what I've been saying with us getting this guy right here with the tools that he got in the bag right now, with the physical stature that he is, where my whole thing is I just can't say, oh, he little. I'm not just saying that. A lot of people be bagging on me because I'm saying he little. Right. I'm saying, where's his ceiling, y'all? Is his ceiling right. Is he where he's at right now? Is that all he's gonna be?
No,
because he's a processor? Because he's a processor?
You know what the problem is? I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, right? You got that thing that I had that thing, right? I had that thing that you had. You saying CJ Stroud. You're hoping CJ Stroud isn't better than Bryce Young, right? Because
no, I was with Richardson.
Right. Now look, I had the same thing, right? So when the Falcons took Pitts, I didn't want Pitts. I wanted Trey Lance, and look how that turned out. I wanted to remember it was Trey and then Pitts. It was Trey first, and then I was like, oh, we need a quarterback because I wanted to get Matt Ryan. I wanted Matt Ryan out of there back then. But sometimes it don't work out like that. What you're hoping for, that Bryce is better than CJ. That's what you're hoping for.
But look, can I answer the Kendall real quick? Because everybody's saying that everybody's crowning Bryce Young. Everybody's crowning Bryce Young. And Kendall, it's not even that. We already got people talking mad shit about Bryce. Saying, oh, bro, he's too little. They're going to fold him like a trash can. They're going to fold him like a cheap wallet. He's too little. He ain't got no arm talent. He ain't got this. He ain't got that. And it's one thing when it's like you hear a bunch of Bears fans or any other type of fan from some other team talking shit about our quarterback. But damn, then it's like when you got half of the fan base also saying the same shit, it makes Bryce Young supporters go even harder for him, bro. Because it doesn't matter what quarterback you wanted. It don't matter what quarterback I wanted. Hey, Pickle just told you I wanted CJ Stroud. But that shit's over and done with. Bryce Young is the Panthers quarterback. Far be it for me to not support the Panthers quarterback, bro.
And we understand that. But see, it's some of the shit they talking, is there not some truth in it? Some of the great things that we talking, there's some truth in it. Are we a misdirection and do this? Do we have to keep putting talent around him because that's the way he plays? That shit is true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some of that's true.
All that's true. His arm talent, his this, that, his speed, whatever, his size, all that's true. That's the question I'm asking. In 3 years, where are we going to be? Where is this guy ceiling with all the negatives, and just the processing skill and this and that and the positive?
Also, there's never going to be a guarantee that for all of that physical
That's
talent
true.
and
That's
the ceiling or whatever, there's no guarantee that Richardson or Stroud or whoever ever even realizes that full potential. Like, there's no guarantee of any of that. And that's why Bryce Young, and this is what I'm saying. If he's going to be a small quarterback, there are certain things that you want that quarterback to be able to do. And Bryce does them all in abundance. He gets the ball out of his hand real quick. He's able to scramble. He keeps his eyes downfield. And listen, bro, Bryce doesn't have a bad arm like some people are trying to make it out to be. Like, the man can throw it deep out. The man can push the ball downfield. The man can do what you want him to when you put him in situations to be able to attack downfield. You just have to put him in that situation. So it's like, again, that's why I said earlier, yeah, is he small? Yeah. Smaller than you would want if you were building your perfect quarterback? Yeah. But he does everything else at such a high level. I have to believe in him. Like, there's no reason for me to not believe in him going forward. That's all I'm saying.
Cody is the glow up.
Right.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. That's that glow up.
Reality is that, like, whichever quarterback was going to get drafted by this team, we were going to be optimistic about regardless. So as me being a Bryce Young fan, like, I heard someone say, oh, here's Anthony. He's wanted Bryce from the beginning. There's nothing wrong with that I got the guy that we drafted. I'm going to support him. But I've came out and said multiple times I was going to support whoever we drafted. So there's nothing wrong with being optimistic about a Heisman Trophy winner who went number 1 overall because of the skill set he possesses. So I just don't know why we're sitting here, bringing up all these negatives about him when he hasn't even played a snap yet. Like, if 2 years pass and he's not the guy, okay, he's not the guy. But, like, we just can't be this down on him already. The season hasn't even started.
Yeah, Kendall.
Yo, yeah.
I'm gonna make you feel better right now. We traded up 5 spots to draft Takk McKinley over T.J. Watt.
Oh, that's true.
We traded up 5 spots to take Takk McKinley over T.J. Watt, my brother.
Well, hey, we moved up and got YGM. So, I mean, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I mean, like they say, the draft is, I mean, it's a hit or miss sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but I'm just saying, Kay, sometimes it's like, yo, listen, he could be balling out the gate. He could just be one of those dudes, bro. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
He could be. But in that 3-year time, he showed me, you know what I'm saying? And I got to confirm. I'm a roll. I got to roll. See, y'all act like I ain't gonna. I'm a Panther. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna be here every Sunday, every Monday, Thursday. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going no damn where. Yeah. But I mean, I didn't get what I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. I got you, brother.
Right now, I'm gonna beat the fucking table.
Yeah, I got you. But listen, look, you got some great points. Cody has some great points. The other gentleman has some great points. Like, I get it, man. Listen, bro. But the whole thing is that it's so far away that we just so excited to see what's gonna happen. Like, we just.
I'm with you. We're having a good summer right now.
Okay.
We're gonna have a good summer.
I told you, man. We just having a good summer, man.
Hey, I want to ask Kendall a question real quick. So, Kendall, you get all upset when I say, "Hey, bro, I'm believing in Brandon Smith," but earlier in the show, this man Q said that if DJ Johnson starts, he's gonna have double-digit sacks, bro.
He did say. He said it. He said it. I was listening when he said it. I hadn't come on yet. He said
who is more unrealistic about their expectations of their player? Me,
he said
or Q?
First of all, Cody,
Oh.
God,
Come on, Q. Come on now.
Because you want to put me on Front Street on this one. So let this right here. And so the sky is the limit for DJ Johnson because he's already their guy that wanted to come in here to take the reins over any fucking way. So you put him in perspective, 17 games in the season. This boy right here was so tenacious last year. Like I said, in this scheme where coaches can actually scheme for him in Oregon, for him to come around that corner. It was just a natural bull rush move that he had that got him 6 sacks. So all I'm saying is, coming in right now, this dude is already better than Marquise Haynes. He's already better than Amari Bono. He's already better than YG.
I agree. All right. Yeah, if I may throw this out there, because I didn't know the answer, so I looked it up. Y'all know who the inside linebackers was for 𝐥𝐸 last year?
Singleton and someone else.
And yeah, Singleton and 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞, two relatively no names. And we maybe that too we ought to slow the roll because I mean, while we don't have no names at linebacker, we probably got close to it though, to be honest about it. But because I'm not certain Shaq. Well, I'll just not talk about Shaq. But anyway, either way, I can't help but think that 𝐥𝐸's got a plan. He just does. He's got a plan, and hey, he ain't like a lot of the rest of them. He's real close to that head coach job. He turned just defense into a top 5 defense. He might be a head coach next year somewhere.
And like this is what. Yeah. And to piggyback off of you, Pickle, like just because a player wasn't drafted by a current coach and his current front office or whatever, it doesn't mean that you give up on a player after 1 year. Like they had Phil Snow calling the defense last year. Now we have a guy that really knows how to put talented people in positions to be successful. So yeah, when I look at an athletic freak of nature like Brandon Smith, who has all the prototypical build of an inside linebacker in the NFL, yeah, I'm not just going to give up on him yet, even though I haven't seen shit from him. He was a rookie player with some bullshit-ass coaches. Give that man some time to develop, and you might have a real gem right there. Nobody thought Hassan Reddick was worth a damn in Arizona until after year 3. Everyone has a different path to success. That's all I'm saying, bro. We gotta get Brandon. We gotta get Brandon Smith time. And the final thing I'll say, even if DJ Johnson doesn't have the type of year that Q is predicting, we can't just give up on his ass either.
You ain't got to worry.
It takes time to develop. That's all I'm saying.
But Q, again, but Q, again, I go back to our conversations when you say, yo, who you looking forward to as far as a Falcon player this season? And I had 2 of them. I'm looking forward to seeing what Dr. 𝐸𝐸 does, right? We didn't have to draft Jalen Carter because 𝐸𝐸 was drafted high too, right? He developed real nicely. And then I got Troy Anderson, you know what I'm saying, as a linebacker because he's very versatile.
That was my man that year, man. I wanted Troy Anderson so bad I was salivating. Right. Then the Falcons took him, and I could have.
Oh, that's that linebacker that's fast as hell, white boy.
Yeah.
So
look, and I'm not the smartest Falcon fan. I don't claim to be. I always say that, but what I'm saying is, there's no reason to throw away players when they don't get. You think that every defensive player is supposed to get 11 sacks, 7 interceptions. That's not the way it works, people. Doesn't work that way, okay? You don't go to a karate school and then train for a week and then you're a black belt. That doesn't work that way, man.
Right.
It does not work that way.
But what we're pretty much saying and been saying over here that I know, like I said, me and Q have private conversation, and sometimes we ring about the same thing. We're saying we had a change in our coaching regime. Then some of the coaches that's here now that's implementing these offensive schemes and stuff like that, they're on a plan to be head coaches somewhere. So the timeline, like Cody was talking about, with them not being their guys, we'll say that a lot over here, their guys, how long are they going to mess with them? How long are they going to sit there and say, how much time do they have realistically? You see what I'm saying?
But Ken, but the problem is that even the coaches, you're going to get catfished. Even coaches catfish organizations.
That's true.
Okay?
Catfish.
Remember, listen. We went for
That's
Mike Smith. We went for Mike Smith, who's supposedly an offensive genius, and then they said, "Nah, we need a defensive coach." We got Dan Quinn and got smoked for 5 years.
Yeah, that's some bad
because
defense.
Dan Quinn never drafted any of the Legion of Boom dudes. That's all Pete Carroll.
And their GM and our boy Scott Fitterer.
Right. So you might get catfish, bro. Listen, like I said before, bro. You could be at a club, it could be a banging chick, and she on you. When you take her home, it smell like fish. You know what it is.
And she got Chewbacca in her pants, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like you like, yo, what the? And you done spent like $500 at the club, and you go home, you be like, man, what the hell going on?
Bro,
here?
we got
ladies, for all my ladies in the chat, right? You get with a dude 3 months, get home, and he what's going on with that salchicha down there? What's happening? Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's a disappointment. You see what I'm saying, K? But
I feel you.
But listen,
I feel you.
Right?
Disappointment.
Listen, if I know you guys and I know what our organization is doing, we gonna fight for that divisional title for the next 3 years. That's a fact.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna fight for that. We're gonna fight for that division for the next 3 years because everybody and look, the Saint fans are excited. They can't be that excited because when I looked online for the tickets, it was like $12, $14 New Orleans. They can't be that excited for Derek Carr. Yeah, and I ain't even worried about Derek Carr.
They ain't that excited.
Right. He threw one. In the top 5 quarterbacks that throwing interceptions, Derek Carr was number 3 last year. So I ain't worried about him. And Tampa, they gonna do what they need to do. So I ain't worried about them neither. So it's gonna be the Panthers and the Falcons fighting for that divisional title, bro. And like
Tampa tanking, man. Tampa tanking.
And for that week 1, you know where I'm gonna be at. I'm gonna be right here with Black Panther Podcast. I'm gonna be right here.
Yes, sir.
And we always gonna talk about it because that's what good conversation. This is a good conversation, whether or not you guys agree with each other or not. It's a good conversation because you're looking at it from both sides, both angles, and that's what you need. Sometimes K, you need somebody like Cody, and sometimes Cody, you need somebody like K. You know what I'm saying? You need that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Pickle gonna come through. He gonna say his shit too. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. You know, we gonna have this lit. The whole summer gonna be lit. The whole summer.
Real quick,
my man Pickle right there. That's Pickle right there, baby.
Hell yeah. Hey, I just put up a video. Yo, my quarterback looking cold as fuck out here, y'all. What y'all talking about? With that golden football, with the all black. What's up, boy? What's up? That's my quarterback right there. Stay off me, dog. That's
sound like Terrell Owens. That's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback, Kendall. That's my quarterback. You damn right. That's my quarterback. Hey, bro, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right, man. And I'm telling you, to piggyback off of what Wolf said, like it doesn't matter if the Panthers are a way better team or the Falcons are a way better team. Division rivals are gonna play division rivals tough. Like it's just always gonna be like that. It's always gonna be like that. Even when
Cody, just the other day they got Tuesday night they got mad with me when I said that's gonna be that might be a L going to Atlanta. We didn't beat them in Atlanta our 15-1 year.
Yeah, and then no doubt.
So I mean, we play. They division rivals, y'all. They gonna play us tough as fuck.
Yeah, no doubt. No, that's true. That's the truth. That's the truth. I mean, I don't know, man. I think we're in a good situation. The only thing, to be honest, I think the offense has a chance to be better than it has been. Shit, damn near maybe ever in the next couple of years.
Yeah, the
offense
thing I'm worried.
Yeah, right. That's what I was about to say, Pickle. The thing that worries me right now is the defense. I don't necessarily know if we have enough firepower to get after the quarterback.
What I'm concerned about, because I'm like Q. I think DJ Johnson's going to start opposite Burns at edge. I really do. And then you're going to put Frankie and Shaq on the inside. I'm comfortable with that. We got some folks to be good, solid backups. So the thing that I think we're better at safety than anything. The thing that concerns me the most is corner. Some of them safeties has got to play corner. They just have to.
Well, that's what they brought Rowe in for. Rowe plays corner as well as safety position.
Yeah,
so I mean, him in there and really, because you can't go out there with C.J. Henderson and you can't with Taylor again. Man. Learn from them.
But even Dante Jackson, man, like he's been injury prone, so like you need more cornerback depth besides for J.C. Horn.
Right. And when
they're gonna get a lot of tread on them tires this year. I hate to tell you that.
Yeah. When I go to I go to ourlads.com's depth chart, it's a little bit more in-depth, detailed than ESPN's. I like it better. They even have Jeremy Chin and Eric Rao listed as the nickelbacks.
So
makes sense.
And they have Bell and Bell and Woods listed as safeties, but
so I just found this. This is the Panthers starting defense versus the Falcons starting offense, and their PFF grade connected to them.
Talk to him, Coach.
I mean, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's a lot of up and down on both sides. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of yellow on the defensive side of the football for us. Now, I don't worship at the altar of PFF like some of these dudes do, where it's like everything the PFF says is like biblical or some shit. But to me, like, you know, again, but right now we have Marquise Haynes listed as our left defensive end. That concerns me, man. We've never seen a consistent Marquise Haynes ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think he's going. I really don't think he'll be a starter. I really don't. He's a nice rotational piece, but he's not a starter to me.
Pickle. Can I back off of what you said before a little while ago when you said about diversity, about like being a diverse player like Troy Anderson?
Yeah.
If you look at it, right, our offensive players, they're all diverse. You can line them up anywhere. So pick go outside, inside, so can Drake. Tyler's obviously a wrecking ball, and he could catch some passes. I think, Robertson, the same thing. So it's all diverse, and I think that's where the new NFL is going. I think that's where coaches are going. They're trying to get players to be more versatile. Not diverse, but versatile. I think that's the word I wanted to use. Versatile.
Yeah.
In their play, even like you said right now, Pickle, some of those guys got to play nickel, some of those guys got to play safety. They have to be versatile. I think in the new NFL. That's what I think. I don't know.
Wolf, let me ask you a question, bro. Do y'all got another tight end on the roster? Like, if y'all wanted to run 12 personnel.
Yeah, we got we
Johnny Smith.
We got the guy from New England. I think we just signed him. Yeah.
What up, JJ? I didn't know you were in here, bro.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up, Cody? I was about to say, when it comes to our defense, man, when are we gonna see Brandon Smith? I know
that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm on the Brandon Smith bandwagon, bro.
That's why I said preseason, and a lot of fans overlook preseason. This year, preseason is 100% more.
Oh, it's gonna be.
You have to watch preseason because this is where Brandon Smith, Barno. This is where all them cats are going to come out here, and they're going to say, "Now, see, I can start, boys. Coaches, you walk over and watch me put plays on this field." And Brandon Smith, for example, he comes on that field during preseason and he shows out. Training camp, he's in every play. Them coaches are going to say, maybe he's a starter, and he'll get more playing time. Now, because contrary to last year, this is NFL coaches, but they've got to put it on the field. They can't just stay back and wait. Well, I'll stay back here and learn a little bit.
Cole. I think that Miller has to be changed to Hollins, because remember we got Hollins.
Yeah, Hollins is over here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he on the right side.
Okay.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm sorry.
But we took Damiere Byrd back. That's really what matters. We took Damiere Byrd back from you.
Yo, Damiere,
they can have Damiere Byrd.
Damiere Byrd.
Right. I'm gonna be honest, as a Panthers fan, I'm gonna be honest real quick. Either PFF is some ass or our defense is some ass. Because I'm looking at these rankings and man,
it's kind of
this
bullshit.
scares this.
Yeah, I really don't like PFF. That's just me though. I think PFF's overrated.
Okay. Look, I'm not even trying to knock Kyle Pitts, right? Kyle Pitts has had some really good performances for the Falcons, and he's been one of the best players on a team that's not necessarily built to win yet. Now he's got a 72.7, and Brian Burns has been a Pro Bowler 2 times now, and they only give him a 64.5, he's average or some shit. Bro, that's just it don't make sense to me, bro. People think that just because PFF, I know, but I'm saying that people think that just because PFF, they run the numbers and they crunch the numbers. Well, it's still a human being evaluating a play and then assigning a number value to what they just saw. So again, PFF, it's not the be all end all like people make that shit out to be.
Yeah, that's why I said either it's an ass way of evaluating talent, or the Panthers defense is bad. So I'm just gonna go with PFF is bad.
But also, you know what it is?
It's both.
There's a bunch of players on here that nobody knows what the fuck they are, who the hell they are.
I mean, you just look at there. They got Burns. They got is that Gross Matos? They got Brown, and they got
Gross
and in reality, that's not going to be Gross Matos.
Yeah,
that's going to be more than likely be one of the defense. One of the could be Settles. It could be any of the guys.
Shy Tuttle, probably.
Tuttle. I still think that rookie DJ Johnson is going to replace Haynes. But if it's not Haynes, I just don't see this. This is such inaccuracy here.
Yeah, so Q, I don't want you to think I'm not pulling for DJ Johnson, bro. And he's an anime nerd like me, bro. I like dude. Dude's cool with me. I hope he's good. I'm just saying, we have to really be careful of our expectations for players that we've never seen play the NFL game. And I know you can say that same shit about Bryce. And I know you can. And I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I know you can say that same shit about Bryce. But that's why I'm saying it's prove it season. Everybody needs to get their ass on the field and bust their ass and seek to dominate every single snap.
I'm trying to see us beat the Cowboys this year.
Yeah.
Get a signature win like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, see, y'all got to realize too that 3-4, and they showing that starting lineup in the 3-4. That's just the base defense. They're not gonna stay in that all the time because they don't have the personnel.
No.
Yeah. We're gonna be
they even said that they won't be in base personnel much.
Yeah.
So that's what I said a few weeks ago on Friday Free-for-All, Kendall. I said y'all concentrate too much on that 3-4.
Don't concentrate. You're exactly right.
Concentrate too much because it's a base defense, but we'll probably won't see. I have no doubt there's going to be games that we don't even line up in a base defense.
No team is a true 4-3, and no team is a true 3-4. You're gonna run nickel. You're gonna have 5 defensive backs so much of the time. And by the way, like that's why I think we signed so heavy at safety and even in the draft with Jamie Robinson. Like there's going to be a lot of times when we're going to have five
we might
defensive
run
backs on the
down.
field.
Like Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin, this is his contract year, and he's in the rover position. He's got to make a lot of plays
Same
to
with
get a good
Burns.
contract. I mean, he's for him to walk out there in free agency or get another contract from Carolina. He's got to put up a lot of numbers. He's got to produce.
Either Q or Kendall. Wolf said he backstage. I don't know if they're at the computer right now or whatever.
Oh, I got there he is.
Nah, hey. Backstage. I ain't want to try to think I just bounce like that. I hate doing that.
No, you're good.
I was listening to everything y'all was saying, but I think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be interesting. I don't really like the PFF rankings, but I do know that, I do know that we're gonna run the ball a lot more, and I think that it's important that teams that can run the ball heavy, and able to make some plays to be versatile in the offense. To make sure that the defense respects what we're doing out there. And I think week 1, I think it's going to be a great, kind of chess match between Frank and Arthur to go back and forth to see what our season is going to be.
Yeah.
I think Frank is one of those coaches that, again, I know that some of you guys have some opinions about Frank, and I don't want to open that Pandora's box neither with you guys, because I know you guys will go crazy. But I think Frank is going to try to get his offense to be a little bit more, okay, listen, this is what we're going to do. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. And I think that's going to test our defense. Just because we signed some good off-season free agencies on the defensive side of the ball, that doesn't mean that they're going to gel together. They might not.
Hey, let me ask you this, Wolf, because I think this is a good question, right? Between our two quarterbacks, Bryce Young and Desmond Ridder,
right?
Who has more to prove? Because on one hand, Bryce Young got all the pressure on him because he's the number 1 pick in the draft, and you traded up for him. On the other hand, it really seems like only the Atlanta Falcons are really believing in Desmond Ridder because he was a late round pick. A lot of people just aren't really expecting much for Desmond, and it's going to be easy. So, okay, if Bryce has a mediocre year, Bryce is still going to be the quarterback next year.
Yep.
If Desmond Ridder has a bad year, they might be looking to move on next year.
Yeah.
So, who would you say, just realistically and honestly speaking, has more to prove? Desmond Ridder or Bryce Young?
Well, obviously, my personal, I think is Bryce, just because, you the number 1 guy. You the guy. You're it. You're if you're the number 1 pick, you automatically get put in that stratosphere of the Baker Mayfields, of the those types of
Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence.
Right, Joe Burrow. You automatically get there. Now, you're right. If he has a mediocre year, he still is the quarterback. Desmond, he ain't got nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose. Everything in the game, right?
I agree.
So,
are we talking in terms of a fan or in terms of the player?
Well, no, just in terms of the player. What player?
Yeah, that's in general. That's in general.
Right. Didn't you say Desmond though? Because y'all didn't draft a quarterback this year?
I was going to say, hold on, wouldn't that be Desmond Ridder? Because his literal job's on the line. Bryce Young could be subpar. We're not giving up on him at least.
Yeah, that was my point too.
Year.
Yeah,
to me, Desmond, his timetable for success is but it's even shorter. He has to prove. Right. He has to prove right now that he's that dude, or else if you're in the middle, for example, right? If you're in the middle of the season, and let's just say hypothetically, y'all have only a couple wins, 1 or 2 wins. At that point, you're looking man, Caleb Williams and Drake May might not be looking too bad in black and red, you know?
Hey, Kendall, what did I say earlier before they popped in? What did I say? Right?
See yeah.
What did I
Exactly.
say about that? Desmond's cheap, right? He's
He
a
said
third
that.
round
See,
pick.
yeah.
He's cheap. You still got to pay Bryce for how many years? If Bryce is not the guy, let's say Bryce is not the guy, and I hope he's the guy. How much you paying Bryce? How much you paying Desmond?
Yeah.
We're not in the same stratosphere now.
And see, that's exactly what he just said, though, Cody.
Kendall.
Okay, well, I think it's Desmond. Well, I think it's Desmond. I mean, not Desmond, but Bryce, though.
Okay.
What you said? What the question
Kendall.
was?
But let's go back, right? Because
hey, Pickle's in the backstage, by the way.
Okay. Well, because I can't.
Cody,
I'm on my phone right there. I got him.
Oh, okay.
Cody wasn't back. Wasn't here.
Thank you, brother.
We was talking about Daniel Jones, right? Cody wasn't here. We was talking about Daniel Jones, right? So Daniel Jones again is the standard for an average quarterback. You got a guy that's making $40 million but only threw 15 touchdowns. So if Desmond throws, let's say, in between 15 to 20 touchdowns, that's average, which Cody jumped in at that point and said, yo, that's probably true. Like, you're probably average at best. If Desmond gives me 20 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him, let's say, getting another year, because who are you gonna put in place of Desmond? Tyler Heineke? Let's say let's say Taylor does the same thing. Let's say Taylor gives you 20 and 10. Same thing. Well, we're still going to be in a QB carousel. I think, like Q said, you put the pieces around them that you're comfortable with. Now, what do you need for a quarterback to feel comfortable? Well, you need a good offensive line, and our offensive line is good. You need a good running game, and you need an all-pro security blanket. Right? An all-pro security blanket, you need that. Now, whether Kyle Pitts hasn't put up numbers or whatever, he's still a little bit a step above than, let's say, the average tight end.
Yeah.
Then,
but the thing about it, Cody, at the end of the season, what you were just talking about Sam Darnold. What helped Sam Darnold out? That running game. Steve Wilkes committed to the running game.
There you go.
That's what Arthur Smith already said he getting ready to do. He's getting ready to commit to the running game. So that's going to help Desmond out right there. Now, Bryce, on the other hand, the pressure is on Bryce. Look at all we gave up to get him, to move up to get him. The pressure is on Bryce. No, we're not moving from him if he has a bullshit ass year, if he bombs. We're not moving on from him in 1 year, of course.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the question, though, too.
Yeah, exactly. But look at what we gave up to get him. So we got to.
He doesn't have.
We all in. We all in.
What we're saying though is that, like, in this 1 year, Desmond Ridder has more pressure because you didn't draft a quarterback, which means you believed in Desmond Ridder again.
Desmond Ridder has the pressure of his entire NFL career and job, basically, to be a starter. You know, Bryce Young is still gonna, like, he has, like, the pressure to be more valuable, maybe higher.
What do you expect from?
That's not the question, though.
That's not kind of what I'm saying.
No.
They take the pressure off of him. Not give him that running game.
Question. But what I'm saying to you is this, right? What just happened? And you guys are football guys, so I know you guys are smart as shit. What just happened with Malik Willis?
He was trash.
He was trash, right? But again,
we don't really know what happened over there. With the
You're putting him in a situation. You're putting him in a situation where he wasn't. Let's say
able to show
up. It wasn't a fair shot, right? He didn't get a fair shake, and you already.
Yeah.
Okay. At least Desmond is getting a fair shake. Where again, I'm using you guys, because I watch you guys, right? What did Q say? Q said, well, if Bryce doesn't start, it might be an advantage because he can see how the game moves. He can see you know, what it is to prepare for the game, what it is to do from week to week, right? So Desmond's got that for 10 weeks. For 12 weeks, he got that kind of like, okay, this is how the game goes, preparation and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, he's been in the NFL. He hasn't done much. But then again, when you look at other guys that are average quarterbacks, they haven't done much neither.
Yeah.
Which one of you guys had Daniel Jones getting drafted at number 6?
Nobody.
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 If Trey Lance was a 3rd round pick instead of a 1st round pick, nobody'd be talking about him.
Nobody would be talking about Trey Lance.
Nope.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not. But I get what he's saying. I'm just saying in terms of this 1 year window, the Panthers aren't going to move off Bryce Young because they gave up so much for him. He's basically a he's like a
what
project.
We're trying to say is one player is playing for their career and job by week 6, and the other is getting 3 years minimum.
I agree with that assessment. I
don't know. You tell me which one sounds like they got more pressure.
Listen, I do agree, but then again, when you look at our schedule, it's not fair to say neither, because again, and I don't know who I'm speaking to. I'm sorry, my name is Wolf. I'm sorry, I don't know who I'm speaking to, but
no, my name's JJ. You good?
JJ, what's going on, brother? Again, I wouldn't be excited. Let's say if Desmond Ridder goes 5-1 in the first 6 games, I still wouldn't be that excited because of who we're playing.
Right.
Nah, you right.
You know.
Yeah.
But see, my big thing is saying with the question that y'all asked, like who is basically saying who got the most pressure on of the two, Desmond and Bryce.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I'm looking at Atlanta saying too. I see it kind of being even because, like Wolf said, Desmond is cheap.
Yeah.
They can get off Desmond. Hey, no harm, no foul. But they committed to the run, which is gonna help Desmond. That's gonna take pressure off of him because they committed to the run.
But here's the thing, though. Like, I get that. What I'm trying to say is this: you're not gonna move off of Bryce 1 year because he had a subpar year. But with Desmond, because he's cheap, that's also the advantage to take a shot on another quarterback in the draft.
Right.
So if he's bad, then it's almost like you're forced to draft a quarterback. If Bryce is bad, you're not going to move off him and say we need to draft a quarterback. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's between living up to the expectations. The pressure is between your career versus the expectations you're trying to live up to.
But you know what, I do, and I think that you guys might be right. Desmond might be, let's say, 6 games. But like I said, those 6 games, I don't like to do the assessment of the first 6 games, because if you look at our schedule, the first 6 games, other than the Panthers game, is trash.
No shocker.
Yeah, it's a trash schedule, and you make these excuses to where, let's say, and I'm going to flip the question to you guys. Who has more pressure, Jordan Love or Desmond Ridder?
Oh, I'm going to have to say
Jordan Love.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say Jordan Love. I'm going to say Jordan Love, and the reason why I'm going to say Jordan Love is because the Green Bay Packers, they have gone from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. Like that organization has had 2 quarterbacks start for them in the past, 30 some odd years.
But
that's one hell of a legacy.
See, Cody, they used to elite quarterback play. Look at the shit we coming from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if the Panthers or the Falcons have a good quarterback on their hands, well, damn, we dancing in the street. We dancing in the street. There are literal generations of Packers fans that have never known subpar quarterback play.
Yeah, exactly. And that's also why it's like, coming from a Panthers fan, it's like if Bryce Young looks better than all these trash ass motherfuckers after the first year, we'll be praising the hell out of him because our expectations.
He's better than
so
Dak.
low.
That's the agenda I'm already pushing against Cowboys fans.
let me ask you a question, and I because I don't know the answer. How long has Jordan Love been in the league?
3 years.
3 years.
This is his 4th.
Wow.
So he does have more pressure for sure.
He has a lot of pressure, of especially with that organization. So I get what you guys are saying. I just feel comfortable going forward that if Desmond doesn't work out, it doesn't cost us too much. But I'm pulling for the kid. I mean, listen. Look. I'm an opposition, and I'm pulling for Bryce, and I'm the opposition. You know, because I like success stories. I love good field stories. I'm pulling for Bryce.
Facts.
But Kendall has great points when he says, "Hey, listen, how long is it going to take for us to have the glow up? You know, how long is it going to be? You know, because everybody in their fanhood is in a different situation. You might have a Carolina Panther fan that's 80 years old. He don't got time for the process. He trying to win now. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got a bunch of them that want to win now. You got a bunch of. It ain't just the 80-year-old.
Yeah.
Shit.
But you know what I'm saying, though, right, Kendall? You got the grandpa.
Yeah, I got you.
On the porch, he like, yo, what the hell going on here? You know, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? And it's just football is so crazy. It's like an empty black hole that you can't explain because it's so many variables to what the hell can happen. You know what I mean?
We win 10 games this year. We really getting lit.
Oh
yeah, I wanted to say this. If we win, if we're really good off the jump, like they're probably not going to move on from Bryce for a while, like a long time. So I mean, like, yeah, man, like I think this year is crucial for both of our organizations, regardless of how the quarterback plays or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and JJ, see that could very well happen with the strength of this schedule. But we look at it like we looked at it the other day. Now, don't sit there and say like everybody else got stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we play the NFC North, right? With the Vikings, Detroit, Chicago, and who else is in there?
The Packers.
Green Bay and Green Bay. Okay,
so for the NFC South.
Exactly.
What
I'm
saying
is, Wolf, don't Chicago would finish at the bottom tier of that division, right? So we can say Chicago got better, right?
Oh yeah, Detroit is better. Detroit better. The Packers with Jordan Love might be. I don't know what they might be, but
we don't know.
You better not lose. You better not lose those
games.
So
we can't just sit there and say that's a cakewalk going over there because that division is slacking now without Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Kendall, I'm sorry, but the Chicago Bears was the #1 running team, I think, in the NFL.
They are trash.
I know
because the quarterback is a running back. Shit.
No, but I think we was #2. I think they was the #1 running team, right?
Yeah.
So probably something like that.
And who's over there running the ball?
And it accounted to 3 wins.
But he had to run the ball. Everything. Look at his receiving core that was over there.
Hey, I gotta bounce. Peace out, Black.
Shout out, Anthony.
Appreciate y'all, man.
All right, Anthony. We'll catch you on the next one.
For sure.
Hey, peace and love, Anthony. Hit me up later, bro.
For sure, I will. All right, peace out.
Peace, brother.
Hey, Anthony, man. Good
Shout out, big dog.
For sure. All right, peace out.
But look at that receiving core.
Yeah,
he had to run. The offensive line was shit.
It was all right at times. Justin Fields made it look worse than it really was. He holds on to the ball way too much.
They had Roschon Johnson, Khalil Herbert, and now they got Deontay Foreman as their first running back now. Because from what I'm understanding, he just beat out Herbert.
I forgot they signed him.
Yeah.
But Q.
But the team overall, the team got better though. Would you agree, Q?
Yeah.
They got better, but they're still bad.
Well, yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. But you don't go in there thinking ain't no slouches.
Still not good. Like, we improved way more than them, and we already were better than them.
But look again, right? Look, you got teams going into year 3 with their quarterbacks and they're not even sure. And Chicago is one of those teams that has Justin Fields going into year 3 and you're not even sure your quarterback, right? The Patriots, Mac Jones, year 3, they not even sure about if Mac Jones.
Yeah, they about ready to get off of him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm okay with a third rounder. I'm okay with a third round pick, and we might not be sure because you got teams that had number 1 draft picks, and they're not even sure about their quarterbacks. They're not even sure about their quarterbacks. And remember, I think Brock Osweiler, the Houston Texans are still paying Brock Osweiler.
And that's a damn shame too.
Catfish. It happens. Ask the New York Mets about Bobby Bonilla Day. Ask the New York Mets about Bobby Bonilla Day.
That's a good damn point. Cause see, I'm looking at y'all though, Wolf, and you're in a position, with Desmond Ridder, and you already say you get ready to commit to the run. They are, as an organization, they already going to help this guy by taking pressure off him, by having a ground and pound, control the clock type offense.
Yep.
So you're not asking a whole lot from the quarterback, and then you improve your defense. That's the reason why you improve the defense, and you're probably gonna come along next year and improve it a little bit more
and play defense.
Play defense. There you go.
Listen, but K, why you think that they probably look as soon as you guys traded? Look at the time schedule, right? As soon as you guys traded for number 1, what did Terry Fontenot do? He signed all defensive players.
Mm-hmm.
He knew y'all was gonna get y'all guy. Whatever guy y'all was comfortable with, he knew y'all was gonna get y'all guy.
I think y'all might beat us both times this year. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not as high as all the other Panther fans. I got us going 8 and 9.
Now, JJ,
don't you say that, JJ. They're gonna jump on your ass. They're gonna jump on your ass.
JJ, now we might be nine, but you didn't have to tell that Falcon fan that they're gonna beat us both times, brother. Come on, man.
I think they might.
You let that get you at the house.
Hey, Pig, I'm not a fan, brother. I ain't gonna jump on him. I ain't that type of fan.
They're gonna jump on your ass, JJ.
Nah, I ain't gonna jump on him.
I ain't gonna scream at anybody today. I screamed at somebody yesterday. I ain't gonna scream at nobody.
Nah, Pickle, don't scream at me. I'm a cool guy, Pickle. Don't scream at me, man.
I screamed at Kendall yesterday.
Yeah, you got me yesterday, last night.
But don't take offense to it, Kendall.
Oh no, you know we better than that.
Yeah. Because you can't come on. Nobody can come on Friday free for all without thinking that there's a chance Pickle gonna be screaming. That's just how Pickle rolls.
Shit. You better watch your ass. Pickle coming for you, bro.
But, y'all, I'm gonna head out of here. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, peace and love.
All right,
peace.
See ya.
Hey, right quick. Everybody watching needs to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done so already.
That's a fact.
Yo, fact.
Act like
Hit
you
the
got
like,
some sense.
Subscribe.
Yeah, that's what we do, man.
C3 family.
Yeah, man,
Panther Nation supports Panther Nation, bro. When I rolled up, the C3 squad rolled up, you know.
No doubt. Cody, what did he say last night? CP3 Army.
Hey, bro, C3
Army, baby.
Bro, we roll deep. You know what I'm saying? We roll deep. We keep pounding out here, bro.
What Monday night? Monday night.
Hey, Wolf, I think you're breaking up, bro. I think that's Wolf breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well,
somebody was out there breaking up. I don't know who it was. I think it was Wolf. No, who said something about Monday night?
Yeah. What you doing Monday night?
What, this next Monday night?
Yeah, coming up Monday.
Shit, I don't think anything. Why? What's up?
Man, 704 Charlotte bound. I will be on there Monday night. It's versus Twan Don. Your boy Dub Q will be in the building, man. Make sure you're watching. We aren't doing a show Monday night. because I will be on the show over there. So please support your brother over there on the 704 Charlotte Bound Show.
Yes, sir. Of course. Absolutely, man. I thought you were talking about that Monday night football game. I got tickets to that one.
Oh, I'm going. Oh, you going to the game?
Hell yeah, I'm going to Monday Night Football, bro.
Got the link because I got my hotel and everything. I get tickets to the Saints game and I'll be there, bro. We got a link.
Oh hell yeah, bro! Hit me up, straight up. Yeah, that's gonna be the first.
Oh yeah.
I've never been to Monday Night Football before. I've never been to a night game before, so that's gonna be a first for me.
And look, that's my birthday week. My little girl birthday is that same day, so I'm definitely fit.
Bless, man. That's what's up.
Hey, I'm getting ready. Yo, can you hear me? I'm getting ready to pull out. I got to mow some grass for it rain.
Yes, sir. I'm about to go ahead and shut things down, man. You know, it's been a good one. We done been going for 3 hours, bro. 3 hours.
Damn.
If I can hear from anybody on here that want to speak, now's the time.
That man said, "Speak now,
Bryce
forever hold your
Bryce Young
peace."
about to be Rookie of the Year. 4K.
Let's go.
Passing for 4K. 28 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Maybe playoff bound, but no, we probably win at least 8 games. All right, that was JJ. Peace out.
Yes, sir.
Peace a lot, JJ.
Thanks, brother. Wolf, what you got?
Hey man, I appreciate y'all for having me on like always, man. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Repping with y'all, you know what I mean? Good conversations, bro. Good conversations today, bro. And I appreciate y'all for having me on, bro. Subscribe to Black Cat, share, like, all of that good stuff, man. Even if you're a Falcon fan, you need to be here because you need to watch the ops and have a good summer. Everybody need to have a good summer. You see what I'm saying?
That's it.
Make sure y'all put y'all wolves in the chat. You know, this is the only Falcon fan that's allowed to come on this channel. And so make sure y'all show him love. He is a part of the family of the channel, no matter how much I throw up over them dirty birds. You know.
That's funny,
I appreciate
man.
it. Hey, yo, Cole, man, I'm going to drop by. You say your show is on Friday night, right?
Tuesday night at 9 and Friday night at 7, bro. Yeah, hey, I need to get your info, bro. We need to link up. You got if you got a podcast, we can have you on to
yeah, Black's got my information, man. Black's got all my information. Black, just give him my information.
All right, I'm gonna get it from him. Yeah, all
right, well, listen.
Yeah, I'm the co-host of C3 Panthers podcast, bro. And we're the longest running Panthers podcast on the internet. So we've been doing our thing a while, man, and we like to platform content creators that are trying to do the same thing, man. You know, so
I'm trying to do the same thing, man. Listen, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for great conversation.
No doubt,
man. I appreciate y'all both. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe. If you guys are doing anything with your family, God bless and everything, man. Appreciate you for having me on. It's your boy Wolf Day 181. Remember to get your life up, not your likes up. Mister, do me a favor, don't do me no favors. You already know what it is, boy. Atlanta Falcons week 1 against the Panthers. We about to mollywop this whole thing. Situation, what's gonna happen? That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, peace and love, Wolf.
Peace and love, man. Later, man.
Cody, what you got for me, brother?
Man, I just want to say, man, want to shout out to Black Cat Panther Podcast. Love the work y'all are doing, man. Love how active y'all are. And, bro, I'm excited, man. There's so many storylines to follow with this team this year, dog. You know, from the defense to what players are going to surprise us. How is Bryce going to look? Man, there's so much good things that we got ahead of us, man. I tell you what, there's never been a better time to be a Panthers content creator than right now. That's a fact, bro. So you're the home queue. And, yeah, man, next time y'all live, I'll catch y'all, bro.
Yes, sir. And I'll message you all his info in a few.
Yeah. All right. You got my Twitter or my email, or how you gonna hit me up?
I'll send it to you on Twitter.
All right. Sounds good. All right, man. You have a great day, man. Everybody in the chat, like, subscribe. Peace and love, brother.
Man, make sure y'all go to C3 Panthers podcast. Show that love and subscribe over there, man. I love these fellas, man. Every Friday night, I'm tuned in to Friday Night Free for All. So we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. No doubt. No doubt. Peace and love, bro.
Yes, sir. Look, if y'all watching right now, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe, tell a neighbor, tell a friend. Your boy 𝐸 Monday night, like I said, we'll be going on the 704 Charlotte Bound podcast. We are going to put it out there. It's going to be a big show. Shout out to Twan Don. If you haven't already, stop and subscribe to the 704 Charlotte Bound podcast right now. I'll be there Monday night, 7:30 p.m. That's going to be big. We're going to tell everything. Get into it. We're going to talk about how we found the channel, a little bit about Q. You get to know me, the person, the man. You get to see exactly what drives me. And, you know, I don't talk much about myself, so it's going to be a little different. It's going to be the focus is going to be different as well, too. So, you know, show that love, man. I appreciate you guys, and God bless all you all. Oh, and also, if you haven't already, make sure you join the Black Cat Panther Podcast Network. Look, we love you guys. We want to show support. I'm doing things in the background. You would love to join in or something like that. Become a member. Show that love.